Alright, I gotta grab some booze. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I'll drink. Hello, Kate. Hello, Harry. Hello, Big Dirt. Oh, hello, Jub Jub Lee. How's everybody? Ooh, I forgot to grab my water. Ooh. Alright, now how's everybody doing? I'll be back in a minute. Alright, now I'm at water too. Alright, I think it'll still be a couple minutes. He's eating dinner, but he doesn't chew, so he should be pretty quick. Hello, Matt. I haven't had a whiskey coke in a while. I want something different. I had like beer, and beer. Mainly because I was out of like sodas, but I have them. You're going. We're working on our stupid anthology thing. A really stupid anthology thing. That I don't know why we're making. And I don't think we're gonna finish it today. It's got some rough edges still, but we'll see. For one, I don't like the sky. That's the biggest I can get. That's the biggest I can get. All right, let's boo. Well, no, not quite. Just wondering if I can move some stuff backwards. The camera itself doesn't move, so I can move it as far back as this is allowed. Oh, scratch. By this shot, which is exactly what you see. That's well, actually, wait. No, I can do this. I'm just gonna move it like here. Let's go to like, I can go to about here before I hit the edges of the map. And then move the sky card further back. Yeah. I want to get it back a little further because I want to put a light back there to better gradientify the background, but I need to be where the clouds are out of the way. 4 buttons I have to hit there. Cloud's still gonna be make that work though. Anyways, how everybody doing? I hope you've had a wonderful day. For those that I'm gonna say celebrate Memorial's Day, but for those that observe Memorial's Day, hope you had a nice Memorial Day. I don't think you celebrate Memorial's Day. Good. I think actually these. Oh, they're ignoring light anyway. Oh yeah, so I can just shine light through them anyway because it's gonna just ignore it. Perfect. Wait, that means the sky is also set to ignore light. And if I shine any light at that background, it's going to make it glow. Probably not what I want. Oh, and I thought maybe I could use that like squeeze thing to squeeze it up, and that would like bring the lighter portion up higher. But I don't even think that would help. I can bring it up a little. It's not angled at the camera though, so I could probably do that. Oh, I got a little gap above. Okay. As long as I don't move the camera at all, that's the best I'm gonna do. Ooh. Yeah, because I use like say a white volumetric, it's not gonna look right. Yeah. Oh, wait, I just noticed something. Cloud right here stops for the end. This is what it does. Okay. Okay, now it's not. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like how these clouds look when you're in like normal preview, but once you actually hit the what do you call it? The bokeh, not the bokeh, not motion blur either. The lens, when you have the aperture do a thing. I don't know why I can't think of that. It's going to look fine. It rounds those edges out. So I think all we really need to do here. So there was a thought of making it where whatever horse this is not the only horse. That there's like, say, a fleet of them, and because you could technically have like one of them fall off, or like hanging on, and like you can make it seem a little bit more dire for everybody else, but that also sounds like significantly more work than we had originally planned. But I think what we can do right now is just kind of go with the one horse and then see what would go from there. We need to figure out the horse to use, and I think I want to use a hare that looks good, and the new main blackjack is one that does that. They're kind of edgy looking when you really think about it, though. It looks really good with the wind. I might, maybe not. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh boy. I mean, if it was a single color, I still think it'd be kind of edgy. Don't worry about the eye. Texture's hidden. But it would definitely give the best wind effect. We can try it. Apparently I had to really go and fix this model up. I don't know what happened with her. Okay, so your body does not want the dirty. Dirty. Let's fix the dirty. And left eye. Yeah, that's that. Alright. Myself a 0 on there twice. That should fix the two things. Come on. There's not that many textures. It's just a poop mattress and two horses. There we go. Blackjack's fixed. I kind of like the color scheme of that one. The horse that's there. So we could just try to match it. Which... this is new main, so this is VN. Not quite... I'd prefer the other one. Which we can put the new main on any horse. Let's put just a general horse on here that looks okay, and then try the main. If it doesn't work, then I can just use their base main. Who's a horse that's revamped? Looks good. Like, those would be horrible in the wind. Yes. Also, this is when they sit trying to do the eyes where it only uses refraction, and it just looks horrifying. Like, no, you should keep the white on there. No. Oh. I didn't want any main 6. It's supposed to be a nobody. Maybe that's too big a hair. And she's like got... That's pretty identifiable. We'll do a no. No. I think... like either a derpy or a rainbow would probably be the best as a base. Because their hair, if I need to, is one of the easier ones to work with. Actually, Lyra might not be too bad. Might be able to do that because we can two-tone it if we want, but I'm going to try to use the new main stuff. But her hair is fine for wind. Do Lyra as our base. All right. Now she just needs to become that horse. What is this one? Is Dizzy Twister. I think that's the same eyes. Yeah. Paris. Models, VNLP. Dizzy Twister. Iris left. Unless they name the folder differently. Oh, no, it's Dizzy Twister with an underscore. Okay. And that didn't help. Oh, it's pupil. Okay. Eyes change. I can't use the body texture because it is slightly different. So we'll have to do that one self. Okay. That would be Dizzy Twister's already open. Do not have for extract. Wait, body mattress. Gotta grab body mattress. That's technically the right one. Yeah, hold on. That was the top one. Export. Body mattress. Oh, I did have exported. Did I? Maybe. Okay. There's that, and now I need to grab the AMLP Lyra body, and I need to make sure I got this exported as well. Oh, so that's that. Easiest way to do this to make sure all the other colors match up is to just do a color to a matte. Or hue change. Hello, Michael.
I am here. What are you doing to Lyra?
He's become friend.
He's become pancake. Too flat. Poor horse.
He needed to be. He was too powerful.
He's pretty proud. You're making her a nice color. Oh.
No, I needed to figure out the do whatever. I need to make her. I like that color for the horse on the whatever thing.
You'll be happy to know after multiple days, I finally finished one of the ministry mirrors. Isn't it great?
Neat.
I learned. Did the rest go pretty quick. I say to my doom. How's Chad doing? Talk to me, Chad. Tell me about your Monday.
Talk to me, chat.
No, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Monday because I had yesterday off.
You did.
What you working on?
I'm working on a poop mattress.
Poop mattress.
Oh.
Does it fly through the sky?
It does.
I
I just want to get the color to match, and I'm actually having a little bit of difficulty getting it to this.
Can't you just crop?
It'll
That's right.
it'll mess up the face stuff. So this is what I usually try to do, and it's usually not too bad. It's just about doing just some modifications on some sliders, and you eventually kind of get there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking I need a lot higher on the saturation. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. I just needed to throw it up there.
Became Wednesday. It's madness. Oh. Just kidding. Yeah, no, it was a good 3-day weekend. Still wish it was longer. Still things I would have liked to have gotten done. But also wanted to be a little bit lazy. Been trying to learn source stuff more. Or I guess that's fun. Maybe I'll even make a animation something. Who knows? Is it possible? He's like, no, you're gonna faff about.
Yeah, you're faff about because you'll get too distracted by the horse butts wiggling around.
It's true. So I was listening to that song "Bad Dreams" and I completely like animated a in my head like a Luna animation.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
Yeah, I know. But I was just like thinking about Luna animation with that song, and then getting copyright strikes on YouTube.
There we go. Yeah, this couldn't the one slider didn't quite do what I needed to do. Okay, that is.
It's like everybody thinks of horses on every song. That's a normal thing to do.
No, it's more of everybody has an idea and a plan for a video, but then have no means to go through with it.
But didn't you hear?
Everybody.
Gabe Newell's working on his own brain chip, and then we'll just start imagining videos, and that'll be the end of it. Everybody's imaginations will just be uploaded to the internet.
It's just AI, but uploaded.
Yeah, from our brains.
All right, so do we keep the poop mattress?
Of course. Poop mattress, mattress flying through the sky.
The big poop mattress. You don't need to make that small.
I mean, how do you get that cutie mark? You just
so many wetting in the beds.
She pooped the mattress so hard one time it became her special talent.
Well, more than likely you're gonna barely be able to see it. It's gonna be probably something you just kind of catch in passing, I guess. A little bit off from the other one. Be about.
I have the second edition of the Fallout Equestria book. I kind of wish I had the first edition, but I don't think very many people have that one. And it was art-wise, it was very boring, and it didn't include the A Mare with Fighting For chapter, which is a very important chapter. And so I'm kind of happy I have the second edition. He has the second and third edition. I think they're just putting out the 5th edition, which I completely missed that there was a 4th edition.
Yeah, I have the double book, which I prefer. The art on it just kind of feels like weird stock images that doesn't make any sense. But I like that it's like normal page stuff.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, the Bible page one's a little much.
I have a hard copy of Project Horizons, Murky Number 7, and Pink Eyes as well. I mean,
Well, they split the original book into 5 sections.
the first edition?
The second edition.
Oh, yeah.
It had, like, the first book was parts 1 through 3, and then the second book was 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it almost would be better to just make it where you have 5 books of those 5 sections.
That was the first edition.
Yeah, I like
Was
that
that-
more.
It costs more.
Yeah, but it's just the Bible page thing is not good.
No, the Bible pages are bad.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, that's Facebook. My mom. I'll be back.
Con on Facebook? She like always calls out now. Not always, but enough. I'm gonna call this one mattress. That was not the right format. Leave a copy. Yep, there we go. Now we know everything's in the right place. That was the whole purpose of this. We already got those done. Save as. Body. Okay. And then we will. Right over. Okay, there we go. Little clue mark. I think I drew that too. I think I just on a mattress, and I think that was all I did. Got a Kiwi mark. Yeah. I want to check her bed. All right. Now, to get that pink over, that shouldn't be too bad. Why is I just like navigated to it? Can I middle click over here? No, I can't. Why not? That's stupid. I love that I don't like some features on Windows 11, but I thought like auto HDR would be my favorite. I actually really like having folders or folder tabs. It's so nice to be able to middle click and just open stuff like that. If that wasn't Windows 10, I'm been blind or something. No, not yet. VNMLP. Back down to Dizzy Twister. And then hair.
Okay. Well, that was not my mother, though it was on her computer.
Somebody just pretending to be. Would they ask you for money?
No.
Is she okay?
No, they wanted to tell me about the silly string that people were going to spray them with. My 6-year-old niece got a hold of my mom's computer and called me. And she knew what she was doing.
Okay, well then that's funnier.
She knew. She was like, "Hi, Michael." I was like, "Hi, Skylar."
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Kids being little dicks and funny like that is fine. And so wait, she was going to spray him with silly string?
No, she's very excited that they're going to spray her with silly string.
Just now?
Off of a bus. No, she's anticipating it.
Oh, okay. And out of anybody in her life, she called you.
She called me to tell me about it, yes. I've talked to her maybe once a year.
Well, there, good for a year now.
Yep, good for you. Hey, guy. Right, I'm an uncle. You guys learned that just now? Crazy. Not that great. What?
One of my nieces just graduated college.
Yeah. My oldest niece is 6, so I guess that makes me the young man and you the old fart.
Yeah. Except for if you have a mirror. she's got dual hair too. Yeah, it's fine. We're not gonna do a dual hair with Lyra. I'm just gonna use this as a base because oh, what the text.
Apparently my mother's babysitting, which is something that's gonna happen a lot. Look, Mama, I got my cutie mark. Yep. Just poop mattress. It's like that one actual horse episode where the horse got a cutie mark of just horse bones. Like, oh, she's gonna grow up to be an archaeologist. And it's like, not necessarily. She might just be digging that pit to bury someone in.
She's good at bones.
Yeah, it's very good at bone. It's terrifying. That horse is absolutely gonna grow up to be a killer. Did you know everyone has bones inside of them just begging to be free? Okay. These little horse. Still waiting for them to announce new episodes of G4. Any day now. You know.
Took off her horn.
Did.
Never. She doesn't have a horn anymore.
No,
She used to be unicorn.
No.
But then they made her better.
Wow.
They fixed her.
Rude. Oh,
Ripped it
Kite.
It's funny, like I don't always have it on, but now when I do, it feels like people take advantage of it.
I don't even know. I did not anticipate this today.
I have to put it on sometimes. There we go. Oh, this poop mattress work.
Okay. Didn't make poop mattress.
And I do need to rename.
Why is Blackjack there?
Poop mattress. I'm gonna use her hair. It's better with wind. I'm gonna see if it works, but if not, I'll just keep that because I think it's gonna. Even just looking at this, I think it's gonna be too edgy.
It is pretty edgy hair. It's very pointy.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it with this. Okay, so you know they can do neck nibbling or something. All right.
Oh, make out.
Good. I get to drink a whole bunch more.
Yeah, this is what you need. More alcohol.
Yeah. Where's your alcohol? Why not?
One right away.
Well.
Oh, I'm sore from yesterday.
See, I think that you're not the real Michael.
It's true.
Because you're over here like, oh, I don't need booze.
What is this, a solid metal keyboard?
It doesn't have any flex.
It does not. It's heavy. All right.
It's nice keyboard. It's a G
Sure.
something.
Sure.
It's one of the nice Logitech ones. I love that keyboard. I kind of miss my 10 key, but
no, he still has to do the hydrates. I don't have any water. I don't have beer.
So
either.
is now when we redeem all the hydrates?
I
didn't have anything.
I need a word, guys, because I have no idea what to do. I need your help to make something. What are we making? Give me a word.
Why is there like crap all over?
Words.
Dude, it's like
I haven't even had anything today.
I know, but it's probably from before.
Oh, I know
Do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm asking for words.
I gotta clean this. This is disgusting.
Chat, give me word.
Word. Blow up horse.
We'll try blow.
No, I don't think.
Well,
I need to watch whatever this is.
I like that hat. You gotta blow torch. Ponies? Got this blow torch. I need another word. It's besides ponies. Ponies are obvious. Like, got ponies. Who matches pony gets a blowtorch? I need fire for the blowtorch, obviously. That in your mouth. What's that fire model? What's that fire model we sometimes use?
Fire model?
Yeah, it's the animation for the bullet animation for the heavy.
Oh, heavy? Oh god. I do not know. Like every time I find it, I have to go and figure out how to find it again. One way after the side.
Let's see that. What? Anyways. Oh. I didn't fire.
It might muzzle. Search muzzle. Disease.
Oh.
Not muscle. There it is. I remember what it said now.
Okay.
Oh no, what's she doing? You don't light the poop on
I
fire.
can fire. You need bones?
It was 34, I think, when you started.
Okay. Oh. You're timing me already.
No, I just don't want to. I want to remember. I mean, I guess I can see when the redeem was, but that's not quite the same as when you start.
Got fire.
The badger's moves if you animate at all. So you need to lock it to that.
Okay.
No, the other way around.
Right.
And that blowtorch needs to be locked to.
I'm British.
First, because you're British. No, you have to playhead it. Get it back in the position you need. Yeah. Now you got to select those two. Playhead it. There you go. It's not animated because you'd have to load that up. So if you right click the minigun muzzle,
Bones.
Bone. But it's not moving. You need to make a move. So the fire is not moving. I gotta be careful because I'm working. This microphone has your volume on it.
I have idea.
Oh, you're so it's a problem if I light Derpy on fire, but you're just like making Derpy already dead.
Here. Well,
Apples, apples,
I'm gonna
apples.
sing the Poop Magic song to entertain my.
Apples, apples.
It's not a song. It's literally like 6 words.
Sing it.
Poop mattress. Poop mattress. Poop mattress flying through the sky. Poop mattress. What's he doing?
All right,
Murdering
I need another word.
horses.
I need a
Is this explosive diarrhea? Is this what it is?
What the heck is going on with this? Kinky ass shit. This is the calamity with the big thighs.
Sexy stallion.
This is the calamity with the like super
Sexy
thick
stallion.
thighs I was talking about.
Michael's looking at the sexy stallion. What are you? Oh no, Michael, what are you doing? Oh, he's getting a bone.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want you to play around with Calamity and leather. Michael, what is? Oh, I see what you're doing, but this is just looking lewd.
Would you calm down, sir?
You're going about this a really difficult way.
No.
You're making this so hard for
I
yourself.
have this under control.
Michael's favorite horses are stallions and leather.
He lies. Lies and mis.
Michael, master of accidental lewd. And the accidental lewd is stallions. Hello, Padded. How's it going? Gimpone? Well, Michael got to watch his favorite movie yesterday.
You know?
Hot to Trot. It was a movie.
It was a movie. That I cannot deny.
Way too many adult references in a horse movie. Hello. Ooh, new. Michael, hi.
Hi.
Haven't seen that one in a long time. The Hot to Trot. We didn't even know it was a movie until just recently. I mean, it is. It shouldn't be a movie. It's a very 80s movie, though.
Incredibly 80s. Talking animals. Funky looking dudes surrounded by hot women.
Yeah, and not wanting the hot women, like specific hot women, not just any. School for Gifted Unicorns model is complete. Time to do UV textures in Blender. Oh, nice. The things I do for a PMV, man. Hell, I've been doing this like animation thing now for like 12 years. All that stuff does tend to have a lot of work. What are you doing? There's a lot of work involved with that stuff. So yeah, the amount of times you have to like take like 800 steps back to be able to take 801 steps forward. For instance, just Remembrance, I had spent months building the map for that, and that was before I even started the video, just off an idea.
Good stuff.
But he came back.
Oh, no.
He wanted more of it. He's like, no, baby, that's good. Where's he going? Going to Hot Topic to get more hot clothes?
No,
He's got to get some more leather.
It's like, what's going on over here?
Why is he walking
like,
through the
oof.
sky?
Oh no! This is
Also, why is he just walking through fire? It is the mare is the one being the aggressor.
Yeah, no, she's
just spewing it out her mouth.
Oh, this other mare, what's she doing? That's the real question.
Nibbling on her ear.
It's her model.
She's Poop Mattress. No, she's the one called Poop Mattress Horse. Oh no, she's getting a cookie, Michael.
Also needs to.
Michael, she stole a cookie. You didn't even stop her.
No,
you're the one to stop her.
She was too sneaky.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, this is the Poop Mattress song. There's a song for it too. It's just I have it muted right now. That's what they're on. They're on a poop mattress. We made a full song for it and everything. Because when you look at that mattress, and I don't think they make them brown. So
I need another word, guys. We have to complete this masterpiece. What else you got?
maybe Calamity needs some ear nibbling.
I'll try to nibble.
So we have Spike doing water sports and Poop Mattress Horse. It's an anthology idea.
Get as far as nib. Whatever this is a nib. I don't know what
It's on fire too. Why do you keep starting things on fire?
I mean,
it's kind of cute, and you're just like, woof.
He can ride on her head.
He? Well, because I mean, I thought you have a thing with like
I didn't check.
Females are the only good like thing in existence because you hate yourself so much, and so you just extrapolate that to all of humanity. Minnie Brunhilde? Is that
like
from
Dance?
Like the Dragon mobile
like
game?
It's like something out of Power World.
No, it's not. Because I downloaded some of the Dragon models from. It was an old mobile game that was. They had like Rathlos and stuff in there at one point. And it was fairly popular, but it did get closed down. I think like a couple years ago. I kept calling it anthology until someone unfortunately corrected me. But it is anthology. It's Antithology is a spin-off made by some other people that just went really kind of weird and extra cringe, and that is not anthology. That is a different thing.
Yeah.
Why is she doing that? Is she? It sounds like she's bapping her head.
All right.
Wait,
I need
so
another
I've been
word.
submitting to the wrong people. Yeah, anti-ethology is not the one run by Jay Holler for the last decade. That is a different group.
Yep.
It was when anthology after six was supposed to be the last one, but then they ended up making a 7, and that was basically then they're saying actually done, though they just kept going anyway. Thank you for the follow, Charles Butterfly 2416. Thank you very much. When they kind of said they were going to call it quits, some other people wanted to keep making some stuff, but
Happening.
it's really cringe. It's some of it's good quality. It's just it gets a little weird. But yeah, that's not run by the same people at all.
Also thinking about, I don't know, Scooby-Doo stealing. Deserves it.
For what?
Actually,
What did she do to deserve it?
she,
But that's how you're born with that. Is that all it takes? Is you're just born?
that's how life works, man. You're born adorable.
How many cookies have you gotten?
Cookies.
Why don't you ask for some? Those Girl Scouts, they all are always trying to give
They're
you
trying to
cookies.
sell you
All you have to
cookies.
do is go and get your cookies from an 8-year-old.
No,
They want money for it, though.
they do.
They're very expensive cookies. They're like $8 or $9 a box now or something. They're kind of crazy pricey. Which is, I guess, kind of understandable. You're supposed to support the organization, you would think. But really all you're doing is supporting the pocketbooks of the organization that runs it. But hello, Charles. Welcome. Michael is in the middle of a 30-minute takeover, and so that's why he's sitting in and doing whatever this is.
This is good work.
He's got another 15 minutes
His stomach
left.
just rumbled.
See, look at that. You're just you've been working in Source Filmmaker the last couple days, or last couple weeks. So you're already on this. I mean, the one in the back's just kind of floating up and down, not even with the mattress.
So
but-
watch this. Watch this. The horse bursts into flames now, and then poof, a cookie flies out and rolls into her mouth. Yeah, cookie.
Oh, I missed the cookie because it kind of blended with the bright fucking background. Wait,
Yeah, what?
so
He
So-
dropped a cookie. Cookie.
so she's a cannibal,
No, it's a snowman cookie. No,
but it came out of him.
got that cookie.
So and it's the same color as his skin.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's fine. He doesn't have skin.
no, because it got burned off, and there's a snippet that got left.
Chad, I need another word. You got to give me words. I have to add the words to this animation.
He said to use Chinese, these knockoff Chinese Girl Scouts. Yeah, it's the it does support their organization. That's fine, but I feel like it's just become popular enough that people only thing they care about is the cookies. And well, they probably do other things. They probably spend so much time just doing the cookie thing. And what is it teaching them? What does the cookie and the selling of cookies teach the Girl Scouts of them? Because I can understand if they made the cookies, or if they were required to be the ones to figure out the logistics on sale. But no, it's an organization taking advantage of cute little girls going around and for almost forcibly making you feel bad about something and getting money from it. And
don't you want to support children?
of which I bet you a large portion of that money goes to somebody's pocketbook.
Oh, the factories that make.
So
They're selling cookies. It's child labor.
because They could say that the Girl Scouts are don't take the money, but then I wouldn't be surprised if the factories that make those cookies have deals with or are owned by the Girl Scouts under a different name, and therefore something.
Yeah.
They
don't make the cookies.
It is something that became profitable and then immediately became their purpose. And or feels like it's become their purpose, and I don't like that. Can you give me a small hint on how I can start animations? Because I'm a small artist and I want to make them move now. So sorry if I asked a stupid question. No, that is actually a very common question. So you kind of have the good start where if you want to start doing some kind of animations, you want to start with some kind of like still frame, because animation is just many still frames. But if you're wanting to get like into 3D, 2D can help teach you posing, but it's still a completely different type of beast. I'll use the camera and everything. I'd recommend at least look up some very basic tutorials, high level somethings on the software that you're planning to use, Blender, SFM, anything, just so that you can get an idea as to what the interface does. Because if you jump into something, there's a lot of buttons, there's a lot of things everywhere, and you're not going to know what the hell any of it is. SFM has like 10 really nice tutorials from the created by Valve, and takes like an hour to maybe go through it and watch it. And about half that information you're probably never going to use, but it gets you familiar with the interface on what is useful, what things are where. It's not about memorizing and taking a test. It's about just getting to see the interface. From there, start with pictures, keep it basic, figuring out posing, positioning, how the camera works. You know, you're trying to just learn the interface, but then when you do start animation stuff, try to find something that already exists and copy it. It's a great way to learn, because there's some things you might not realize you can do until you're forced to find some other solution to it by trying to copy what somebody else did. And it's not like you're stealing work. It's a tool. You're using it to learn. I did one of my first videos I did was I did like a full minute of the show with Pinky, Rainbow, and Fluttershy talking, and it helped me learn a lot on camera use and everything. But the big thing is, if you have a huge idea for a 6-minute video that involves like backflips and fights and guns and like 800 horses, it's not going to happen. At least not for a long time. You need to spend time learning and getting used to the software, and that can take well over a year before I would say you're comfortable in the software to start getting into big stuff. If you start right away doing something big right from the get-go, and you're like, I want to use this big, huge project as my learning tool, you're going to be spending so much time going back and redoing stuff over and over again that you're going to just hate yourself, because you're going to learn something and then you'll be like, well, now I can go back and like update that first part to be better. And then you're going to update that, and then you're going to go do a little more, and then you've learned something else. So you got to go back and update everything again. No, just do small stuff and get it out.
Did Murder, because that cat's name was apparently called Murder. And I added it to the animation, and cat.
This mattress is getting kind of full.
This is the cat sees the bird and like, I want that bird. Peak animation.
If you know how to pose animation, just multiple poses. Yeah, actually there's something called pose to pose. And so it's essentially you're making the animation through posing. You're creating certain poses that you want to have be the key thing that people see. Like a certain emotion, a certain look, a certain whatever. Hello, Onyx Galeria. Thank you for the raid. We're just explaining how to get an animation job.
Yeah, I'm making one right now.
Yeah, Michael's got 9 minutes left.
Person who just Oxy or
Oxy?
I don't know. Whatever her name is. Onyx. Give me a word. Give me a word, Onyx.
It's completely agree with you, and you said a lot of things that I know, and it's those that are really
small. Okay, cool.
You know, positive, and you helped me a lot. Thank you so much for the last question. Leave a comment. I mean, Twitter, do you? Okay. I think it's okay to start with Blender. The problem with Blender is it's just going to be a little bit difficult on the interface side of things. It's a great place to go, but you're going to probably spend a lot of
he's holding it up
to the front. You're going to be spending a lot of time in Blender learning the interface and learning. Oh, thank you for the follow, Alex. Learning the interface, learning how the buttons work, learning how to model. You're going to be having to do a lot of stuff. It's very useful information to get, and once you figure it out, you can do a lot with it, but it's going to be a learning curve. You're not talking a hobby, you're talking like a side gig in terms of time and involvement. And if that's something you really want to do and really get into it, great. But it's sometimes difficult to maintain motivation after like a year. To maintain that level of wanting to keep at it. That's why I'm saying being able to make a channel, have something you can share that you can get feedback from, even if from just a couple of people, getting stuff out there as you're getting better and improving is big, because it gets people to see things, it gets you reinforcement, and it gets you to that feedback you need to get the motivation to keep going. If you just spend the next 4 years trying to figure something out and get it out, you're not going to have a following that would appreciate it even. So it's probably not worth it. And why are you making him like Jesus crucified on this mattress?
he's already T-posing.
Okay. That's just how they start.
And somebody said small, and this is Man Luigi small. So I took what they said. And I got socks now.
Where does it say Man Luigi?
Is this right there? Man Luigi.
No, I mean like from the recommendation. I know Onyx said small.
Said small. I typed in small and this came up. This is how it works.
Okay.
Why does he got pony?
Well, you are a genius. No, it's more of
look, Man Luigi small.
No, it's all those groupings are based on bone names, and he just happened to have some bones that are the same as the horse bones. So that's in the group pony then.
I think he might be a pony. This guy.
No, it's more of, it's just from the amount of time I've been doing things, it's the way that when I started, I knew some of that stuff because I've gotten into different hobbies before, and that's, you jump really hard into it and it really works out. But once you're doing it long enough, you just kind of figure out that balance for things and whatnot. And I know I'm not the only one. What are you doing?
They all got away.
It escaped. Small was the first word that came to mind. I didn't. So for small, you got Buff Luigi out of that?
Yeah. I need Buff
Luigi. Sure. Michael's in a takeover right now, so he's got another 6 minutes before I can come back off the computer
to work on my masterpiece. What's that?
Well, one went through his forearm, the other one through his actually through his elbow. Like, that's a pretty rough spot.
I'm working on it. Unlock transform.
Such crowd fantastic. It's fun to watch. Yeah, I don't know. He's got too much on that mattress. I mean, I can't say that what he's doing is any better than what I was doing. I was putting a horse on a poop mattress, but
this is better.
Working on anthology stuff. You've loaded so many models.
It's fine. Sure, it'll break.
You loaded. Oh yeah, you did the lock right. I love how you never select all of time. You always select some section of time, and then always comes back to bite you in the ass.
It's fine.
I think you need to start taping the microphone directly across Michael's mouth, because you are coming across perfectly clear on that microphone.
No, wait. This microphone, I'm coming across clear.
No, I'm coming across. Well, I'm on his microphone. The volume's up much higher, so I'm going to come up clear because it's, as long as I don't get really close, because I'd probably blow it out. Just Michael can't project. He doesn't have lungs, so he can't. He just has more problems with it.
I'm going to keep that there.
Or he's learning.
I
mean, why'd you put his head down? You're making it look like he's in the front of a Kanye West album now. I'm sorry, Yee.
He won't stay on the nails. I don't know why.
Lock him to the mattress.
That didn't work, so I tried to lock him to the nail.
No, put him where you need to put him. Okay, right there.
That's good.
Okay. Now, unlock it. Now grab the mattress. But no, not the whole mat. No, hit the plus. Yes, and open that one up. Now grab the static prop. No, you're grabbing everything. Static prop. Only static prop. No, you're grabbing everything. There you go. Okay, now do that. Now click it, road transform, and play head there.
Yay.
There we go.
Okay.
Can you switch the head to Shrek?
No.
I don't know if that's better or worse. I
Um.
don't like it makes sense right now. Michael just doesn't have the equipment to project. And I've done
I can project. It's just
I have this
I have
problem.
to pay attention.
When I get into like streamer mode or convention mode or whatever, I project really loud, and I had that problem. I was at work one time and I had headphones on and I had to do like a presentation. It was just like online or whatever. But apparently the people in the room were not appreciating me, and they're like, "Wow, you were loud," and I'm like, "Oh." I went into like presenter mode. I'm sorry. I have to be very careful at work now when I do that. I can always keep one earpiece off so I can hear myself if I'm on a call.
And then I just get sodas for the drink.
That's good. I'm gonna go grab another drink while you're
About
still...
my time must almost be over.
You got 2 minutes.
Oh. Hey chat. Smaller. Hmm. Sure. Prize me. Sure. No, I don't. You're right. He's asking me what I want to drink. He tried to feed me grapefruit. He's a monster. Okay. Why did it get big? Oh well.
You know I'm not saving any of this, right?
You have to. It's a masterpiece.
No, because it literally would tank my performance having all this extra stuff in there. He doesn't just like get on set on fire. He literally just teleports forward. I think it's that. Like his bones teleport, but his skin doesn't. You're at time, Michael.
Gotta zoom in.
Get Leatherhorse out of here.
How do I scan over?
Hmm?
I wanna. I always forget how to go over in the timeline.
I would just zoom out and then zoom out, and then you grab the bottom, but you have some stuff selected. So if you do that, it's going to drag the thing. The way you do things is just weird. So
I'm asking you how to do.
So you want to go to the right.
Yes.
You're out of time though.
Yeah, but I want to go to the right.
Just hit play. Hit play. No, not repeat. But
You said
okay.
hit play.
No, you you changed the repeat pattern, then hit play.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Go to the other one. Just forward.
That
Click
one.
that now. Okay, it's usually sometimes click it forward. No, zoom out.
There we go.
Well, I mean that works, but plebe method. Okay, are you done? Your time's up. You didn't want to do this, and now that you're there,
I wanna finish
so you have the
it.
taste of power.
Bird not moving.
Because you only animated it probably early, or you accidentally shifted it.
They're animated a little.
See, this is why you don't use this method. You can grab the bottom, the gray in the bottom, they'll shift it. But if you have a selection like that, it won't. That's why having pieces selected is not good. Where did you, or did you create Pinkie Pie's cupcake party scary game? How much is what you're asking? I did the one kind of Pinkie Pie scary one. Maybe Pinkie Pie's pumpkin party. I don't know of anything with pumpkin party. Not sure what you're asking there. Ooh, I kind of made that strong. Animation. It's like this game. You know, I just curious. Yeah, I'm not sure on Pumpkin Party. I don't know that game at all. Age-old question: who's the best pastel-colored cartoon horse? Hello, Lindrum. Haven't seen you a bit. She's not pastel.
All right.
She's gray.
How dare you?
Boring. Are you done? Get off the freaking computer.
That's the cat. Fine. My animation's done now. Isn't it beautiful?
Sure.
I made the best poo mattress. This is the best version of poo mattress.
Let's see. It's gonna be oddly warm.
Definitely farted in it.
Probably. No, it's a poop chair. Rainbow's best pastel because she has all the colors.
See how much better I made this? In only a fraction of the time? This is a bad person.
No, I guess all fixed. Yeah, I can show you. I can do the music now. See, this is what I'll normally do. If it's like zoomed into a bit, I just zoom out and like move it here. But when you have like a selection like this, it grabs this and moves. You have to grab the gray area.
Can we hear the music with it too? They want to see the.
Michael, I already said that.
Huh?
I already said that.
Did you say no?
No, I said I read it out loud, and you just weren't paying attention. Yeah. So it's the but none of it's animated yet, but it's gonna be. Actually, wait, is this even playing the music to you guys? It is, okay.
Poop mattress. Poop mattress. Poop mattress flying through the sky. No, wait.
Yeah, that's the song. Good luck getting it out of your head.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy catchy.
No.
All right. We need to get them doing. I'm sorry, I got inspired by Gimpone in this jingle. You try to blame Michael. Oh no.
Gimpone, what, Calamity? His outfit.
Gimpone. What's Gimpone?
I'm glad I found the Calamity that I remember saying in one of the quotes.
Michael did, or not Michael did, but yeah, Kite earlier did the Michael's inspired. That's what we just did. So.
And that was the Calamity that I said had the weirdly wide hips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we were working on replacing because this is a VN model and this is the revamped. So I was working to get them replaced. Technically, this is Lyra, but
Who matters now?
this hair doesn't work so well for like wind effects, and also with all those little notches, I don't like how the SSAO usually handles it. So we're doing that. Yeah. So poop mattress horse. Oh, yeah. You locked her. I think laying down. Yes. Okay, and now I think we can get rid of horse.
Walk away. Clearly. I was trying to be kind.
He left a fart. All I hear him in the other room is the farts that definitely kept going as walking. It was like,
Look,
I'm like, what?
I'm an old man, okay? I left for your benefit.
Did you check just to be sure? Poop blue.
Oh, I got a poop couch in there now, too.
Oh, I thought maybe he like had his shoes on and he stepped on like a plastic surface.
Yeah. Hearing pretty good. For an old geezer.
Well, these aren't noise canceling; they're pass through.
Yeah.
Hello, Karina.
Clearly.
What's that? Sorry.
Amplifiers.
Only 25,000 to go, and I can commandeer the stream with Comrade Michael. Like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that's 30 minutes.
You missed my animation, but yeah. Magical.
I thought this mattress has 2 motions to it, and if you grab it like this and you move it over, if it has a static prop bone, great. But most models don't. They'll have the root, but not a static. Ones with like skeleton structures. So you have to make sure you grab this one. That's what Michael had the problem with. Yeah, we'll go for root. No, so float there. Okay.
She's so cute. A little poop mattress.
We moved a little bit sideways because I need to make sure that you can kind of see
Kind of want
her.
at some point for her, the one she's looking distressed on the mattress, just to smell her own hoof. Be disgusted by said smell.
I kind of want to do something like that, or have her smell something, because
She touched the mattress and now her hoof.
because we know, or knowing the context of what's being said makes it easier to understand what's being said.
Mm-hmm.
And if it just comes out of nowhere, the P at the beginning of poop doesn't really feel pronounced. So people might not hear it and think it's something else, like oop or something, or boop, not poop.
It's
And
poop
so
mattress.
I want to provide some kind of visual clues as to what it is. I would like potential stink lines.
Sting
Off
lines,
the back?
or like a sting cloud coming off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then I gas up the place, so it takes time off in one
Do
place.
you think, Michael, for prolonging your life by undetermined time? Yeah, well, okay. So if a laugh adds 3 seconds to your life, I'm also drinking alcohol. So there's some balance going on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. This horse is too happy, though.
Yes, but I want her to happy. You should give her candy. Horses like candy. Not real horses, Mike. I mean, they probably do, but it's bad for them. And again, okay, for you. No more candy. For anyone.
We wanted the horse. We tried where they looked like overly excited and overly distressed. And when it came down to it, the one that looked the funniest was distressed. Of the, like, I'm unsure of what's going on and I do not like it.
I don't like what's happening right now. I didn't ask for this.
Not too much. Like, I don't want to make her to be sad. I just want her to be concerned. Like, because originally we had a Pegasus, but that doesn't really work because, like Michael said, and can kind of agree, at any point she could just jump off.
Yes.
So
She's stuck on this mattress.
but that also I thought was kind of what made part of it funny. Of she could get off, but she doesn't. So why doesn't she leave? You know,
I think that would
there's
work
lore
if she was
going
a
on.
Pegasi. If she had the choice, but then you would have to do excited. She's on the mattress because she likes it, which could be weird in of its own right.
A little bit. Excellent. This one back.
It's stinky. It is. It's a stinky mattress. Like mine.
And as for why this idea exists, I feel like there probably needs context. We're trying to come up with ideas for a anthology short, and one of the ways I thought I'd come up with the idea is to go back through our old Stupid Faces and request streams. And this was, I think, one that just kind of had various levels of weird kind of toppled on top of each other. And based on modifying what was being asked. So
I feel like you're going to show this to Jay, and he's like going to be like, you know what I said, that anything you make immediately gets in. I'm taking that back.
Yeah, because he was like a rule of like, well, shorts should be shorter than a minute. I'm like, well, what if I go over a minute? Well, that's fine. I'm like, well, wait.
It's because of you.
Yeah, he doesn't care. But and he agrees.
He just doesn't want that one thing to happen again.
Making one 1 minute short is not as good as making 3 20-second shorts or 4 15-second shorts or 6 10-second shorts. That's better. Anthology is great when you have a lot of quick stuff, and then every now and then there'll be a longer one. But it's nice having some of those ones that were just kind of one-off fun jokes. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah. So she's concerned. I think because if I do like this, her eye color's not right because it's going to Lyra's eyes, but this makes her look panicked. So I think I need to keep it with the wide eyes because this at least keeps her looking distressed. She's not in a panic yet.
You know, I was thinking just this very instant about the oh my god, that's crazy, want to make out bit again from Psychonauts. And now I'm imagining it with Lyra and Bonbon. And Lyra or Bonbon being all like super agent. Lyra just wanting to smooth. Stomach is really throwing a fit.
Yeah. What do you think? Your stomach was upset yesterday when you had the broths and you ate more of it today.
Yeah, I did. It's a cycle.
Just start chugging vodka.
It's probably the vegetables. What I get for eating vegetables.
Yeah.
Also, for lunch today, I just ate a big box of mushroom.
So you had a trip all day?
No, they were button mushrooms, but it was just a big box of them. I microwaved them for like 10 minutes. They were frozen.
Trying to think of. So the stink that would come out the back. Because any type of cloud thing you do is going to be round, and that means that like
it can come off the bottom too.
Yeah, well, I had to be
like a vapor.
I have to be careful because I don't want if it comes off the bottom, it's also going to come off the top.
Well, that might be what causes it to fly. Is the stink just shooting out
I know,
the bottom?
But on the bottom, sure, but I can't make it like so. In the bottom, if you're going like this down, that's fine. But the moment you start going up, it's going to start clipping through the mattress, and I don't want that.
No.
Stink
goes everywhere.
You could kind of mask. No, you couldn't mask it because it would eventually get past the background of it, and you have to figure out how to keep it there. No, it'd be impossible to do that using how SFM does things without having multiple particles like all timed correctly for like when to emit and where to emit. So how do Anthology have so how to get in Anthology? I don't know where to send stuff. I know Jay does. Used to be that there was very big rules on who got to submit stuff, but I know that it's a little bit more lax than it used to be.
I think if you have something and you manage to get Jay's attention, chances are you'd get your skit put in Anthology.
Yeah.
And he is on like
I just don't
the Twitters and the.
Yeah, he's probably sending something. I don't know if he does Twitter.
You can go on his Discord. He has a Discord. If you go on his Discord,
he has a Discord?
you say, yeah, he has a Discord. He doesn't use it much, but he's on it.
Oh, I'm not on his Discord.
Wow, some friend you are.
Well, no, I'm on the Anthology Discord, which is kind of his Discord.
It's the Splashy Horse server.
Ah, yes.
Nobody really remembers it, but he's still there, and it's still active, just not nearly as active as it used to be.
Oh, I posted. Took me a little bit. I stayed up way too late to do it, but I finally decided to do it. I did make it so that because I own argodamon.com, if you go to discord.argodamon.com, that is the Discord invite. So that is a permanent invite link that I can set to whatever invite link I want to in the future, but it's always gonna be the same link. So that's nice. It's a lot easier than like discord.gg/blah, blah, blah, blah. Yes, if you have tier 3, you can get a permanent link, but as soon as you go to tier 2, that link breaks, which is stupid. So I don't like the idea that as soon as you start handing out this unique ID or unique link, suddenly you have to keep paying to maintain it. No. I just instead pay $10 a year to own a URL and just set up a CNAME redirect thing. So for them.
No, he has like his own thing.
There's an Anthology Discord, but that's not like a public one. That's kind of for the working groups.
If you made something, I'm sure you could hit him up. But I
Yeah.
think the first step would be to make something and then like try to pursue getting in contact with him.
It's not about sending him an idea of what you want to make. You have to send him what it is. It has to be a finished product.
Yeah. Ideas are easy. I have lots of them. Ideas are easy. I have lots of them.
If that should be a t-shirt.
Yes.
I feel like, because, oh my God, don't get me started.
You already
actually.
made lots of ideas. I think he's on the Argo Daemon server. If you add him, maybe he'll respond.
He's also on, he has a YouTube, which probably has a contact button, or some method for contact. Twitter, I bet you can DM him directly through there or add him on there and figure out a method. Because my main method of contacting him is his phone number, and I'm not giving that out. I'm sorry.
No.
So I usually, it's either texting him or on a certain Discord that's for a small friends group thing.
But
so.
he's definitely the one to contact if you want to do an anthology thing.
Where am I going here? Clouds. For smoke, probably just gonna go smoke. Though this is ground smoke.
Air's dust air. Dust air?
No, those are tiny things. This is not going to be what I'm looking for, but I can probably make it. Kind of not the great smoke. It's a base. All I need is a base. I can use overrides to create everything I need. This actually needs to be like a -5, and then we'll just have this go 20.
Oh yeah, if you message him on Twitch, he'll probably.
Oh yeah. Well,
he pays half attention to Twitch, and then
yeah, he
rest
dual
of YouTube.
he dual streams, but since nobody really watches him on Twitch, it tends to be that most of it's just
I
on
think you
YouTube.
would probably find a novel if you contacted him that way.
Yeah, see, this is the one from. Do you know where this is from?
You use that from Lyra Fatale?
No,
No. What'd you use it in?
this is from. Derpy.
Derpy?
Yeah.
Oh, the muffin one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's one on the ground. That's why I wasn't sure if this would work, because these clouds are very high contrast on these edges. So the texture might not work, but like I said, all I needed was a base. I can do all the overrides to make it work. So I don't need it to random twist there or whatever. It's not twisting. Radius, random, remove. This is... Ooh... Motion is easiest when you do it through the rate so you have a couple ways that you can do positioning. Oh, there it has okay, so it's position within sphere, and it's position within sphere, but I just have it set where it's like zeroing the z value, so that's why it's going down to that very thin line. But if you put that flat up to the back is something. Actually, no, I can make it work. Okay. Position within sphere random has this extra little property called speed, which is awesome. It basically allows you to add a directional property onto it. That's really, really convenient and nice and all built in. If you do position within box random, it works similar, but it doesn't have speed on it. I don't know why. It seems weird. But if I just change one of these other ones to 0, it'll just flatten this into a line anyway. And it's not. That's not the line I want. Actually, oh good, she's actually pretty flat. Oh, no, she rotates. Does this have local space? No, bias and local system. That's not the same.
It's myself.
Let's see if I can do it that way. Okay, max distance, we need significantly less. Let's do 20. And that's actually pretty close.
No, I can safely say if it wasn't for Jim, I wouldn't have gotten as much into the fandom as I have him to blame. He invited me to the first BronyCon to hang out. The first one I went to.
Okay, good. Does matter how the rotation is. Perfect. I'm keeping him super like bright like it is because it's easier to see stuff. Kind of, actually. Yeah, I think I remember when I first got to meet Jay because it was weird because I didn't know he lived in Minnesota and it was through Draft. Because Draft showed up to one of the local Brony meetups and I was offering help for doing con stuff, and then I ended up doing nothing. But and I mentioned I was like, hey, you know, like trying to give information as to things I've done. And I'm like, yeah, I've been in the Pony's top 10. And he goes, you know, the guy that runs that? It's like 5 miles from here. And I'm like, what? And then he's like, yeah, set up a meeting. So we went to like the Super Moon Buffet.
Yeah.
And then and had buffet and got to meet Jay and then kind of just known him since.
He's around. He comes and do.
Yeah, he was over just Friday.
sometimes.
We had a bonfire.
He was.
The one that I wasn't sure if he was going to show up at or not. And when I messaged him and I said, hey, we're doing a bonfire Friday, he just says, cool. Is that a yes or no? I don't know. The bonfire was nice, though.
He was. Got some charcoal out of it, for better or worse.
Okay, so it's positioned now. So now, as this is going,
Seems like she's losing it.
it's
Losing her smoke.
it
boom.
technically is locked because if I like grab it,
Yeah, I see the lines moving.
see it moving.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it's on render. I think it's kind of goofy when you do local space
You're
whatever.
not going to be able to see what it looks like until render. Rough.
I can see what it's kind of look like. But all I need to do is see that there's smoke going up from behind. My concern with the smoky stuff is that is it going to look like it's following and stuff? And it should. You don't want to have like the whole thing moving like it's like ejecting or something, but we'll see. Let me go back there. Okay, so we need significantly less of these particles. Right now it's at 5,000. I probably need like 100, maybe, probably less than that. They are not distributed evenly right now. So it's 0 to 16.
No. I don't like that. The bonfire was great. We get rid of half of Mike's plush collection. It's a nightmare made incarnate. The idea of all my poor plushies burning.
Actually, I kind of like
My mom would be happy.
Oh, yeah, probably. Okay, so the direction that these are going, we're gonna go 1-1, and
Not the pony dog.
where'd it go? Oh, it just collapsed. We're gonna increase the speed. So not going anywhere. Why is it going 2 different directions?
Gonna spin.
And this has no speed. If I need to, I'll use gravity, but in that case, I'll just get rid of the round one. Oh, it's instant. We need to emit continuously.
See, I'll tell you what my problem with my plush collection is that my plush collection is approaching the number of plushies that he has. So I need him to get more plushies so that I don't seem lame for having too many plushies. He needs more plushies. I did give him a plushie. Just kind of even it out. Part of the plan.
It's not moving anywhere. It might be because I got it locked within there. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of this. We're gonna go with our normal box. I'm just gonna use gravity. Position and box random.
What kind of? He needs all of the pony plushies. So if you just want to give him pony plushies, we do that. Pile them on. Even before like a lot of the stuff, I used to just like I gave him a couple of really weird plushies,
Oh yeah.
like the Rainbow Dash with the weirdly long legs and the socks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention.
Yeah. I love that one.
Local space.
That socks. The
Okay,
rainbow
still not
socks.
gonna ever, but that's fine. All right, so rotation random is correct. We want to do a radius random. So this is for changing size ever so slightly. So we're gonna go. What is the? It overrides this one, which is 5. So we want anywhere from, let's say, 4 to 6. Okay. We want an alpha fade and decay. And we also want an alpha fade in simple.
It's funny.
Okay.
I can actually tell when he's having to think.
This is pretty simple stuff. At least it's doing just movement of some basic particles like this is pretty basic. I'm used to doing that, so okay, that's getting there. Increase the drag instead.
You've had plushies in storage for 5 years. Long time to have
Those
those
poor
plushies.
plushies.
Away. I don't know. Hope they're okay. You gotta have turn it black.
They're fading and decaying, but I need to put on life. I think this is actually, yeah. That is not what I wanted to do. In here. So we want to put in lifetime random. I want to have some that just take a little longer to die. So we're going to have some at 1 and some at 3.
I like
No,
how
that's too
some
much.
get a magic carpet. Magic.
There. You get a couple that go a little extra. Let's go to our color random. We're just gonna make this. The problem is brown is just dark orange, and dark doesn't go well in.
That looks fine.
Yeah, it's just, you can't make black particles because it always just considers black to be invisible. So if I do this, it might work. But I would still want to have probably this be at least somewhat orange. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need any new plushies.
He does. He absolutely needs more plushies. There's not enough plushies in this house.
Oh, that is going the wrong direction.
I want every wall in this house covered in horse.
Yeah, there we go.
Only then will I be satisfied. Be like an insane asylum room, but instead of like mattresses lining the walls, it's just plush horses. It's the perfect room.
This is working, but the color, it's a little hard to see. But I'm not seeing any alpha value because so this is RGB and then alpha. It's 3255 and I don't see any others because this is all 255 as well. Which means This is essentially what it's going to give me for brightness, which is not.
It needs to be a darker than that.
Wait, why are you so bright?
You went to school.
See, this is where I would need it to be a darker color, and particles don't do that very much. What is light amplification? Can I put that to 0? Oh, what if I put that at like 3?
The trail just extended further, just made it more
No,
visible.
it won't. It should be darker because it's stinky.
Yeah. It's poop color.
What texture am I using for this? I'm using up. There we go.
Ooh, so there you go.
So
Yeah.
some textures will have underscore add at the end or underscore Z or some other ones. Those are like separate properties. And normally if it has that, it's because there's a version of it that is not like that. That is what this is. So that does mean though, that we need to make sure that our colors are not too dark because it's going to darken them. And I think in this case, it is too dark. So let's go back up here. White doesn't work.
It'd be green, a little bit of pink in it.
And let's go with a let's go with color.
Your old PlayStation 4 has just been in storage for 5 years. Oh, that's rough.
The fact that PlayStation 4 is 5 years old. Or that long.
I haven't owned a PlayStation since 2. So
I think there was a thing not long ago I saw where it was like thinking about what consoles that are 16 years old, and then somebody showed this is a 16-year-old console, is a PlayStation 3.
Ow. That hurts actually. That one hurts. PlayStation 3 was such a blip in my memory though.
I have I can probably just use invisibility on this. This is where I can actually use this, so it's better to do the alpha. I have a PS4. It was actually sent to me by a friend. But I didn't really play it all that much. I think I played it for like Final Fantasy 15 and 7 remake, and they came out, and then
You played the remake on PlayStation 4?
you watched me play the whole thing.
That's right. I did. Now it's
And
just
was it
PC, so-
Horizon Zero Dawn? I might have played on there. I really didn't. Oh, and I played a little bit of Destiny, but that was only because I found the games for like really cheap at GameStop. But that's all I really ever played on it. I got it towards the end of the life of the console, so there's only so much you can do with it.
I've been pretty much a solid PC gamer since I was in my late teens, so
I was console for a large portion of my life. So we had an Atari and a Nintendo, but then after that, we never had any more consoles. I went to my neighbor's, which he had a Super Nintendo and then eventually a PlayStation. And then right at the end of the PlayStation's life, I got a PlayStation for cheap when I got off job. And but for most of the time, it was going to my neighbor's because his parents owned a business and had some money, and so he had this stuff. I didn't do PC gaming. I did some. Like I played Warcraft.
yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first,
Wow.
not World of Warcraft, just Warcraft.
Yeah.
And Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
But that was on our Mac that had a 400 megabyte hard drive.
Mhm.
And we had even a computer before that didn't have a hard drive. But so I mean, I did some, but that was like, wasn't quite like, I wasn't playing Doom or any of like the big titles. It was just kind of whatever. I never really got into it. It was only when I went to college that I shifted over to PC gaming. I got into an MMO for a while.
I was definitely already hooked on PC gaming because of Sierra. And then StarCraft came out, and then I was hooked on that for the longest time. And then Counter-Strike became a thing for a while. I was pretty solid PC. Yeah. We do have an Atari. I just need to go to that one store you took me to one time to get the parts to fix it.
Nice thing about those old consoles is like you can fix it with just about any normal tool.
I just need to go to that one store. I don't remember the name of it. It had a whole bunch of old stuff. It was like almost like a thrift store, but for old electronics. Took me there one time near the zoo.
Oh, Think Geek.
Yeah. I think they would have what I need. Actually, I know they do.
Yeah,
Because they
I
did last
donated a
time.
bunch of stuff there.
I just didn't think about it last time I was there. But yeah, I have an old Atari, a system that can play Atari games, and I have a really good game that I just gave him for display that we could play on it.
All right, so
Mhm.
there we go. So it's a little dark. I think
Pull mattress, flying to the sky.
I think we need to make this
Trail longer.
like 25 and
Can you make the
50.
trail longer? Really short trail.
yeah. So I'm gonna work on that. So first,
Well, now I can barely see it.
well, I kind of want to make it kind of, but what I want to do is I want to have one that's closer and darker, and then another one that lasts a lot longer but is much harder to see. So
Yeah.
it's a much longer going trail. And I can probably make that expand to make it look like growing smoke trail. So like when you see the planes going through the sky, poop
Mhm.
mattress.
Hello, Nolan. Hello, Sir Edward.
That, and then this one. Okay, there's a darker. I think that's going to be dark enough only because I'm going to be adding a second one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be,
What's
ink lines close.
What's Nolan up to? You're not going to send me any more movies with blow up horses in it, are you?
I don't think there's many out there. And at this point, if there's any more, you're getting into
Nolan has a
some niche.
collection. Is the pony releasing chemtrails over Equestria to make all the mares want to smooch each other? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what she's doing. The chemtrails are turning all the mares gay.
Okay, so
For the
now
good.
this one,
Let's go to Equestria.
we're gonna make this one have that much harder to see. So we're actually gonna do 20 and 40. Oh, 20.
You can only get that voice line out of Alex Jones. The water's making the freaking horses gay. Like, that's perfect.
Okay, so now this needs to do not initializer. I keep hitting escape. Initializer is values that are static that it starts with, and operators are values that could change. So that's why like rotation random is just the rotation starts with. Where does it start? What is its radius, or how big is it when it starts? How long is it going to survive? That type of thing. Operators are how is it moving? How is it decaying? Things that are changing over time. So in this case, I want to make it get bigger, and so I'm going to go to radius scale, and this I want to have it be. Oh, this is actually wrong right now because it's kind of sputtering out.
Sputtering.
And time 1. So radius scale at the start is 1. Radius at the end, we're going to do 3. Okay. And we're going to emit continuously. We're going to slow this down to 50. And we're then going to increase our maximum to 300. Does that get to maximum? Okay, so 150 is about max. I don't really need to have that big. Okay.
So you show any of this to Jay yet?
No.
It's good.
I told
I'm
him a little bit
surprised.
about it, but and he was like, okay. So
That sounds like Jay. Hard to know when he's
no,
excited
75 is
about
the
something.
That's why it was too bright. See, this is looking less like stink lines and more like exhaust.
It's because it's black instead of brown.
It's brown.
That doesn't look brown.
It's literally orange.
Maybe if you made it more greenish. Green would definitely indicate stanky. There's like a
What are you saying this
brownish
horse is
green.
doing?
You put one on the mattress, obviously. How it flies. That's how it gains its powers. She found a nice mattress.
Through
to
the
poop-
power of stank.
She found a nice mattress to poop on.
No, see,
and lifted
this
her
is
into
better.
The sky.
It's no, that's better. It technically, if I wanted to, you take you make it very low alpha, and you didn't pump up the count a lot, and it would spread it out a lot too. Like right now though, it would look kind of like, yeah, there, like that process.
This video is gonna get more views than Remembrance. Gonna be what you're remembered for.
What is Remembrance at? Like, it's gonna be a good luck.
Like 13 million.
15.
Look at that.
But
The match is gonna be.
see, look at the Hillsong Worship
Yeah, totally. Because of your
kicking
video.
it. I think I'm beating it.
Yeah.
No, I think
Why are we
Twidash is
competing
the only
on
one
worst
with more,
video?
with 17.
Yeah, because it's got smooching.
It's got smooching,
Which means
and it's got 2 years ahead.
It's got smooching.
And for the one of the first times in a while, when I put out that new video, within the first month, it had. I don't think it beat Remembrance.
For outpacing. Is it already up to 1 million? That'd be impressive.
No, it's not up to 1 million. It's 207,000.
Mhm.
Broke 1,000 comments though.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I was looking for. I just want the general analytics. Okay, it is caught back up, but Twidash still gets more views than that. Remembrance and Twidash go back and forth for top number, but they still, between the both of them, get about 100,000.
And his band still does
but
pretty well.
It's this number that I like: 46% average view duration, 31%, 75%.
What I don't get is Apple Dash doesn't get as much, and it's got smooching. I mean, it's doing pretty good, but
If I had to take a guess, it's the thumbnail, because this is just them looking at each other. This is them actually touching. People like the horses touching.
touchy horses.
Yeah, the
What's your worst video? I need to know. I need to know where
worst
the bottom
video.
is.
That's really hard because
You gotta show more.
I don't know why that is a thumbnail. It's hard to say worst because. Okay, so like.
Flyin tweets. I like that.
No,
one.
this is showing the top 50. I have to export to view the top 500.
No.
So it's just not giving me. So the number 50 is getting still 1,000 views a month, but actually, a lot of people
How is
watch them.
Flyin tweets subs getting less views than Gregor's demise?
It's not about whether a video is good. It's about whether or not people click it.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
click it. It's got smooches.
Star Derps. I feel like its main reason that it didn't get many clicks is its thumbnail. I like the thumbnail, but
Yeah.
it wasn't clickable. And if I would have made it more clickable,
Bet it gets more views around the May the 4th.
but yeah, like
Can you look if
Well,
there was a
wasn't that up
spike
here?
for Star?
So like
Derps?
here, even Remembrance was getting like 1,500, and then for some reason the 22nd it got 3,500.
Well, check Star Derps to see if it gets a spike on May the 4th. I want to see if people are like clicking on it on Star Wars Day.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yay! It's just a spike.
I mean, of 60 views.
Yes, well, doubled even double. And a half.
But it did double. So yes.
It's like you need to watch that one.
Oh, I shouldn't have done lifetime. I should have done lifetime of the video.
Yeah.
Not 7 days. I'm gonna go 2024. Technically it went up here, but I would consider that to be within like rounding error.
Yeah.
Amongst this. I mean, it got a way bigger boost back in July, whatever, which is, I can guarantee you when I put something out.
Yeah.
If I were to go and show everything here, yeah.
What's that other spike? The one after that one. Oh.
So this is. Did I put football out? No. So that, yeah, Remembrance just got a big spike out of nowhere. Some of this this is definitely
Something
a release.
got promoted, yeah.
This is when football went out, and then a couple days later, it's summertime. Why did that one get popular all of a sudden?
Yeah, because it was summertime.
And the football is popular again. It's weird watching this because sometimes you're like, why?
You want to know
Why did this have a spike? Why did it's summertime suddenly go from getting 600 to getting 8,000 and then stopped?
I do see your videos get promoted on Facebook fairly often by Brony Crew.
2025 is kind of a depressing graph because Bring Out Your Dead was so popular, so good, but then as of right now, it's getting no more views than anything else within the top group. But it's still sitting in the top group, which is because I mean you can start going some like crazy stuff on here. You can start like give me all the top videos. I think you only can do like up there, yeah. But still shows like where was this one? Like that was Twidash just suddenly got a whole bunch of views that day.
I remember Spooching Horses. Wait, that's early February. Valentine's Day.
Yes, I do say it's actually like the day after.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's ramping up. It's when you have enough numbers, you can get some interesting. Like why did this video suddenly have a spike in here?
Go back up again. Do more videos that are around like holidays. Get those occasional spikes.
Why did you make Twidash? I made it because somebody asked me to. Actually, it was one of the few commissions I've done. For what it was, they got a hell of a deal. But if I would have been able to monetize it earlier, I would have been fine. It's just I couldn't monetize it for the first like 8 years it existed. I only had got it monetized a couple of years ago, finally.
What do I got to give you to make a Spoochy video?
And I actually figured out that the reason it was, I think Hank Green did a video on like there's a certain period and a certain time in which videos were being kicked back on monetization for some very stupid stuff on proving stuff. And that happened to me. And that was in the time frame. And so apparently I got screwed by that in the account of like literally tens of thousands of ads dollars. It's very depressing on the fact that that little time period was when it went out and I got screwed.
Mm-hmm. But you know, the thing that aggravates me in that is, YouTube.
Yeah, well, even Remembrance itself, that video probably made that guy anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000, and just for the music. I put all the effort into everything else, but the music, he just got a free money on it, or like the record label. Thank you very much, Silver, for the Prime sub, 46 months. Derpy got some sandwich.
World is not set up for the.
Maybe you should make Twidash 2 as we realize what people really want and start making good content decisions. No. 2 reasons. One, because it gets a lot of views, it's not something I want to have all over the channel, just smoochy videos. I know, whatever. But and number 2, if Hasbro was taking inspiration from my channel, it means that they would have already sent me a cease and desist.
No.
So if they were taking inspiration from,
I think you would have to get in their face about it, and that's when they go for the season desist.
Well, I've been here forever. Today? I mean, forever is like longer than a day.
You've been here forever. You haven't been here forever.
I don't know. Maybe you have, but like chat's just going. Who knows?
Silver, need to hang out more.
Kind of far away.
Yeah.
Silver, look at. It's.
Poop mattress. Poop mattress. Poop mattress flying through the sky. No wait.
Magic.
It's a good song.
They could smooch on the poop mattress. You could really monetize this video if she had somebody to smooch on the poop mattress.
No. Okay, we need her to kind of look concerned. that's a good face, Silver. I agree.
Have you ever thought about taking a romantic trip on the poop mattress?
I can show you the world.
Please don't. Shining, shimmering,
smelling.
Please let me off right here. Thank you.
Magic poop match ride.
Thanks, don't call. Does it have mystery stains?
Yes, I think it's somewhere around here.
There's a couple of wine spills.
Couple of wine spills. Yeah, you don't know because there's
That's why.
it depends on whether or not the wine was processed.
Yes.
When a sewer worker gets romantic, pretty sure they don't like poop.
Then why are they doing that? That's not their passion. Isn't that supposed to be everyone's goal? Like, who maintains the sewers? You know, it's gotta be it's just a horse with a plunger for a cutie mark. And he's got to be excited about like plunging shit all day because that's how Horse World works.
If it's your cutie mark, it means that there is some kind of a passion involved,
Yeah,
not just like being good at something.
yeah. So they're passionate about plunging poop. Filthy passion. Yeah, I guess if you enjoy plunging poop, it's a fetish. Probably. You don't talk to that horse.
Like when the lady calls the plumber in, and they're like, "Hey, come on in. You're here for my plumbing." Yep.
No.
And she's like getting all like hot and bothered, and he's like, "Nope, sink.
Sink. I
I want to get on that sink." Oh, baby,
You need to leave.
can you leave me alone with this beauty?
Then he found the garbage disposal. Oh, one hole wrong. Anyway.
Wow.
Non-stop poopy thunder.
Filthy passion. Is that the name of the book you're writing?
Maybe that's the name.
Is it? I bet you that is.
Yes. I knew it.
50 Shades of Brown.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, that is a niche book. Cute she is on that poopy mattress. 50 Shades of Brown. No.
No, it's not. For somebody that's a writer, you did not use it's correctly. It is apostrophe S, miss.
Wow. I mean, I
Wow.
can smother him to death if you want, Silver, in this moment for that one. Listen, I'm
50 Shades of Spell Check.
Oh. I do the Ooh. No coffee.
And you typed that with one hand. Oh, cool. I think it contained a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different letters.
He's a cruel individual. See, Silver's never going to
He's
come
a
back
cruel
now.
one.
Silver's going to run away. Never see the completed poop mattress video. Feel like some old relative's going to show up and be like, "What are you up to these days?" And they're just going to see poop mattress. They're like, oh no.
Oh, this is moving. Actually, that just. Oh, that's not fine. We need to lock this to the mattress.
You just better not be driving, Silver. Texting and driving is wrong.
Yeah, what was the other hand doing?
No.
Was it drinking a mojito while driving?
See, Silver. Yes. Mojito in one hand, phone in the other while driving a car. That's talent. That's what that is.
It's also very illegal. He comes in here, resubs, and all we do is give her shit.
You're giving her shit. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, uh-huh. Anyways, hi Silver. I hope you're doing well. I was carrying my water bottle.
Wait,
I
what's
was
wrong with
moving
the
to bedroom
AC?
because Nolan is working on the AC unit in the office. What did he do to the AC?
Yeah.
Does it smell like poopy?
I have to recharge my AC in my car, and I have all the stuff to do it. I've just been lazy. I need to just do it.
Do it.
Not that hard. I do have to drive around the block a few times to get it moving, but
Oh no, you have
AC
to take
keeps
the car out to do the
clogging.
thing it's built to do.
yeah,
Oh no.
keeps clogging. That's no good. Is it just a window unit, or is it like?
Oh, I did everything. That was not what I wanted.
Does it keep clogging? Are the windows getting too cold and it's building up ice? What does it keep clogging? How's stuff getting into the pipes? It'd be a sealed system. Oh, the drip, condensation drip pipe. Yeah, the condensation clogging.
Why would you need an AC? The weather's been gorgeous.
I remember every time I was in Florida, the rule about the AC is you couldn't turn it too low or the whole thing would just freeze up. Because Florida is not a habitable space for human life.
It is for part of the year.
It exists for people in mouse outfits. That is who it's for.
And retirees that just their body's shutting down and need some way to stay warm.
Yes. They became cold-blooded, so they live in Florida now.
Yeah, we had a couple, like,
No derbies.
almost a week or so straight where it was like 90 degrees, but it wasn't humid. It was like, I think it actually got down to like almost desert humidity. But not right now. Like yesterday, I think was 72. Today is
57.
Today's rainy and like 60.
It's 57
but
here.
tomorrow 66 is the high, then 74. It's going to get up to 90 on the weekend, but it's 40% humidity. So while it's hot, it's the good kind of hot.
There's no such thing.
Oh, well, apparently you don't have any good pickup lines.
It's not hot. There's a reason the Spanish gave away Florida. It was a giant swamp when they gave it away. A lot of time and effort was put into making it slightly less swampy.
I know we find some place that has like decent weather, and then we spend billions of dollars to try to make it somewhat habitable, and then just spend billions more trying to fight it back the whole time. And then like Mother Nature comes by and is like, no, 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 with storms. And then we just say, how about we just pay more in insurance or not have insurance or just yell at the rest of the country for not paying for us to have this ability to live here?
I don't know, as long as the state makes money, which it does.
I know, but the insurance costs are spread across the U.S. So
Yeah.
the people that are the highest at risk and are choosing to be there are the ones that are eating up most of that money, and I'm helping pay for it.
Yeah, the ones in the flood zones anyways.
Yeah. And it's like if I have to replace your house every 2 years, I'm kind of frustrated.
But then again, like, not a lot of affordable housing in other places, so I'm sure they would not live in a floodplain if they could.
The problem is it's affordable housing also requires jobs in that area that can help pay for that affordable housing. Like you can't just make a house out in the middle of the BFE because
My mom's gonna.
because
That's where she wants
if
to
you
live.
aren't able to work, you can't afford even a low cost housing.
Yeah.
So there's
it's a
got to be good jobs in those areas, but the jobs are usually in the areas where the housing's the most expensive. So you're stuck
Yes.
in this like, which direction do I go with this?
It's not a simple situation, for sure.
No. But the people that have everything are the ones that are wanting to keep it away. Like, and they're like, we need to help those people, but not in my neighborhood. Over there. Have them over there. And the people over there are like, no, over there. And eventually at this point, it's like the not in my backyard approach just starts coming up very heavy, where the only places that any of that low cost housings can exist is like the moon, because nobody wants it anywhere near them. And it's like, but you do know that you have to give people the opportunity to be, you know, American dream and all that.
Housing is important.
I'll do this right. You should be more like.
They do say that. I think the Minnesota to a point does, but I can't remember the name of the line for being resistant to climate change. But I can't remember what the name of the line is. That's basically the divide between what is like the wet part of the United States and the dry part of the United States.
So, it's relatively resistant, but this year they have now forced on additional hail coverage because of climate change. So they're stating that because of the increase in weather, whatever, that there's a increased potential for hail damage, and therefore I now have to pay more. So we don't get as catastrophic as like destruction of house, but more than likely somewhere within the state, there's going to be every year some hail damage, and that's full replacing of siding or whatever. And now I have to pay like an extra 15 or 20% just to cover it, when I'm not worried about it because I have a Rambler. I don't have big sidings. I don't have any of that. And also I live close to the cities, which tends to have weaker storms because the heat bubble of the city causes storms to rise a little bit. So they always decrease in intensity. It's the people in the suburbs that are the more an issue, but nope, I'm just grouped in too. So yes, we aren't going to have some of the worst of things, but we do have some things, and they are trying to find every way possible to charge everybody for everything. And so I am not at risk of losing my house, but I still am at risk of paying more for everything.
Another thing I was thinking of was the 100th meridian. Minnesota's right on the line of it. It's between...
Do you have a poopy mattress? I don't know. Michael won't let me in his room.
No, it's too poopy. The 100th meridian line, when Minnesota's right on the edge of it, and it's what separates the dry part of the United States from the wet part of the United States. Think difference between Western and Eastern U.S. And that line has been moving a little bit every year. That eventually Minnesota will start being past the line and be drier as a result. So we're not completely immune. It would take a while for it to reach Minnesota or Minneapolis, but we still have to deal with heavy storms. We're still Great Plains. Yeah.
And that is going to be with tornadoes whenever. But again, we're in the cities. You don't see tornadoes often like careening through the middle of downtown areas because with smog, pollution, higher air temperatures, higher pressures, it tends to disrupt those things to prevent them from happening. There's this took a weather class in high school. They're showing it. And there's this like bubble with any of the major cities to where you can see a storm coming in and then it kind of just like disappears or weakens significantly. And then it gets a certain distance past the city and it gets severe again. And it's because it hits this bubble and it rises up and it cools down, it settles. And then as it keeps going, it goes further back down again, then dumps again. So like when I lived in the north, because I'm in the east cities, I'm right where the storms come in. It's where it starts ramping up. But all the stuff on the edges of it kind of like push around that bubble and they get hit harder. So south cities and north cities still get hit pretty hard. But east and west, it's a pretty wide margin because most storms will come from west to east. So with where we are, we really don't get anything that serious at all. Hailing dry ice.
It's a dark day.
I hope not.
Gonna make it very Sleepy Hollow. I want to boot that pony, but I'm afraid she might stink.
Yeah, but I'm also noticing that she is
shifting,
wobbling a little bit.
Poop mattress.
What's
poop
wow?
mattress.
Oh, it's because they locked her
It's
shoulders.
fine, but
That's fine. It's fine where they are now. So if I just lock her completely to here.
there's not a lot of
Oh, no.
permanent housing in a lot of the more super active tornado areas because no builder wants to build in an area that's going to have tornadoes pass through it every year. So it's a lot of mobile homes, but those are even more dangerous to live in those situations.
Never lived in Oklahoma. Cities attract tornadoes like poop attracts flies. Not here. In the main cities, you're the safest from everything. There's nothing. Oklahoma is probably more in like dealing with those. Like we have pretty mild weather here. So we do get a lot of tornadoes outside the cities, but I think it's mild enough that the cities aren't able to disrupt
We did
it.
have a funnel cloud pass over the city about a month ago.
Yeah, but a funnel cloud meant that it was trying to form, but it couldn't.
Yeah, they said it came just short of forming, and they like some of the weather people were like, "We got really lucky
Yeah, I need to use the restroom though.
because it can't happen."
I need to go make a match.
No. I think I need to help this video. Yeah. Gotta help it. Either or we have to help with the poop match. We gotta look up poop. Gotta be a poop thing, right? Poop residue. No poop. Let's get a pickle. There's a pickle and we can make it into a thing of pickles. Cucumber? Ooh. There's a piece of it. No, I need poop. What's other things that look like poop? Sad trombone. Hot dog. Just need the sausage. They're just the sausage? Maybe if I type in sausage. Sausages look like poop. There's the sexy calamity again. That guy kind of looks like poop. Onion rings. I don't know how that's... Why does he have no sausages? So... Guy has no poop on his computer. I just type in shit. Well, apparently that's shit, but... Dump. That's the actual dump. That'd be something poop shaped. Let's just type in poo. Oh, I type in poo and I get diamond tiara. How's that make sense? Oh, silver spoon. Oh, that kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Silver spoon is poop. None of this is poop. Guys, I think I'm going to fail on putting poop into the poop video. It's coming back. Thank you. I'm very disappointed on your computer.
Why?
Type in poo. No, look at the first entry on poo. The first.
It's a spook. Spook.
This is poo.
She does have silver poo in her name.
You have no poop on your computer.
What about
I tried
Big
sausage.
Spoon?
I
Why
tried
did you
cucumber.
increase my speed of my mouse? What about Big Spoon? Do you like Big Spoon?
I love Big Spoon. Big Spoon's the best. Sour mango strut. Wow.
I just grabbed it because there was a lot of them.
Keep cold. This can is so color by number
It definitely seems like they picked up the intern.
It feels like it
We're
was
doing that.
designed by a high school class
Mhm.
using a very old computer program.
Michael couldn't find shit.
I couldn't find shit.
You sad about it, so you didn't do nothing.
No,
Because I went and
couldn't
used the
find
restroom,
shit.
and then I came back around the corner, and I saw you jerk back like you're trying to like hide.
Oh
them.
no!
Like, oh no! Why would I know that you're gonna be playing with my computer?
No, I would never. But you need to download some poop for Poop Mattress.
No, I'm not doing poop.
Big old poops.
Okay, I want to look at what happens when you search poop.
Yeah, see? Research. That's what this is.
Poo.
Pool.
Pooling blood.
Pooling blood, yeah.
And it's all gonna be.
No, there's poo.
It's pooling. Well, there is poo.
What does that say? No swearing.
It probably violates terms and conditions.
Pool
or
party.
something. There's Kanga from Winnie the Pooh.
What?
I think
Why is she so voluptuous?
She's sexy.
Oh my goodness, I don't remember that.
What's Poogie?
Yeah, B. Okay.
What is? Okay. I'm not seeing. Oh, there's their toilet. With
there you
poop in it.
go. Just get the poo.
No, this is the no.
I'll be right back.
What is this, Michael? No, not that long.
It's definitely for Fortnite.
Oh yes, 100%. There's a lot of Fortnite stuff on there that's actually kind of convenient. I think he's gonna go make a poop mattress. Problem is with some of this, trying to make it so that she's like looking at the camera is going to be hard because camera's moving, or the mattress is moving, and that makes it so that like her head's going to move, and it's going to be a little interesting. Technically, I could just lock this to the camera, but I don't want to lock it yet. So I'm just going to put it kind of close so I get the idea of it. As soon as I lock it, it's going to also lock it for all the other shots, and I don't want to do that. We're just going to put it like average, I guess, which would be like there. Gotta look for skibbity. There's so much skibbity on. Oh my god! Don't even get me looking through there. All right. She kind of looks over the edge a little too long. For one, I think. Could we clean up the mattress itself? Right now, it's kind of all over the place. I think it might be better to just do a nice smooth up and down, but then add some jitter to it and smooth it out so that it kind of makes it like a little wobbly up and down. Let's try that because I'm thinking that it might be a little rough to keep. So let's just do in. And we'll consider this right here to be the standard position. Okay, now we're going to say, let's say over 2 seconds that it goes, oh, see, this is the problem because I did the middle. So yeah, so I have to pick like the up position. So we'll say like, this is up. And then I have to do it to both sides. And then this is down. Okay. And now somewhere in the middle there, this bone will move this way, which is probably go this way. But it's probably going to be starting early. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do at the half-second mark. I think I can go back that far. Have a still not break. Okay. So we're doing... half-second. Okay. Yeah, that's a little less. I mean, I kind of liked the absolute jank that came with the other one, but at the same time, no. So, all right, now she's doing a smoother poop mattress moving.
I returned.
Made you farting up the stairs again.
No, I waited till the door was closed and I was past the door and it reverberated through the house.
The cops are gonna come by. They're like,
It's like
the neighbors called of a disturbance. Cleaning up the motion. So right now she's doing more smooth up and down.
Yeah.
But then I do want to take that.
I kind of want a bird to fly by and just fall out of the sky. It just murders the bird.
I have to be careful because for how long this is, if I put too much of that,
yeah,
like I could put a bird, but if I put there was the idea of putting other mattresses back there with like people falling off of them and like it being much darker.
I like the bird, and then she's just looking at the bird as it falls.
No, because she'd have to look the other way.
Yeah.
If the bird is flying this way towards the camera, it'd be like so close to the camera, it'd immediately fall off, and you wouldn't be able to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be behind.
Like poor bird. Stank of the mattress.
All right, so now
This is peach mango.
we'll add not jitter.
Ooh. Good. Just not what I was expecting. Kind of watery, but I like it.
Dose with several bushes of mango. This sweet yet tart ale walks the walk and poops the poop.
Makes you poop.
Mm-hmm. It probably will clear you out. All right. Let's see if we can do a jitter on
Ooh, that is in
this.
Whoever makes this should be ashamed of themselves.
Why?
But I will finish it. Oh,
If I'm taking a guess, it's probably an Adam pickup.
yeah.
Because he only picks up stouts and sours, which are the two that I really don't drink that much.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll get some booze for the house. And he picks up the stuff I'll never drink.
No, I like sours, but this feels like a sour that was ringed through a sock. It was... Oh, what is that taste? You don't like sour sock juice? I'm trying to really...
Good.
I'm trying to point the taste. I'm just struggling.
I'm hoping you don't like sour sock juice. I mean, everybody has their fetish, but
Yeah. It's not good, whatever that taste is. But I'm trying to equate it to something. It's kind of like you made yourself a drink. It sucks. I like socks. Makes you want to go hack up a movie. Big Derp, I love you. I'm out of the screen already.
I love you. She's the coolest horse. Not regular Derpy. She's stupid.
Well, they're all
Big Derp.
Big Derp.
Okay, so now it's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but at least it's pretty consistent.
Take a sip of that, please.
I'll smell it, but I don't like
No,
it.
sip it. I want you to find out why I hate it so much. Please.
No, it tastes. It smells funky. It smells like it's got cloves in it.
No, it isn't even closed. Cloves, I don't mind. This is something else.
It smells like it's got marshmallows in there
No,
or something.
it definitely isn't marshmallows. Marshmallows is just sugar.
Like I know, I'm not saying like in a good way. I'm saying like a marshmallow without sugar. Like something about it. It's goofy.
Why won't you tell me what's in you?
That's what she said.
Yeah, no. There were decisions here that should not have been made. It says proudly brewed in Edina. Yeah, it's brewed in Edina.
Okay, you got the Minnesota name. You had it wrong the first time, but
Yeah. In Minnesota. Oh my goodness. Somebody local? We can find them. We can beat them up. They deserve it. I'm sorry.
Wooden Hill.
I get you.
2018, so they're still pretty new.
I get that you're
Bush Lake Road. I don't know Bush Lake Road.
I
I lived in Edina for like 4 years. That's where I started streaming.
If I made this myself, I would have poured it down the sink. I would have been, ooh, no, and it would have gone down the sink. I don't care of how many gallons. Why are you wasting mangoes on this?
See, Michael, and that is why you can't run a business.
Oh, why?
Because what you would have thrown down the sink is gold. They put it in a can and paid somebody to make the art for it and sold it. Somebody said, that's good.
It's like the cheapest can. Like,
No one wants to try it.
oh my goodness. Maybe when you come up, we'll find it for you.
We'll pour some in the bird bath, and when you get here, it'll probably taste the same.
I can't place that flavor. It's like, oh, the aftertaste is even worse. It hangs. It's like moldy grass clippings. Like,
Okay, from the smell, okay, I could maybe see that a bit.
it's like you took a
I don't
pile
know,
of,
mold. Can you get moldy grass clippings?
if you have like a pile of them and you just like leave them wet and like on the lawn somewhere and they start to grow mold.
See, and that is what you just have to make if you want to be successful in this world, Michael. Throw some grass clippings in a pile, ferment it.
I mean, I
Gold.
keep drinking it because I kept trying to. I'm fascinated by how bad this is. Like, I feel like this would have passed as a decent drink in the 1980s when nobody cared.
No, probably not. Because what people wanted was like we were watching. I watched some of the stuff with like old beer commercials, and like their whole thing was pour it as hard as possible because you want to have a light beer that is 90% foam, and like they had no idea what they were doing. It was all crap. Our American beer was absolute trash for the longest time.
Well, at least this was a small batch brewery, so there's not a ton of this wonder. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't sell this.
Like you just walk into their place and like, hi, welcome to Wooden Hill Brewing. How can I help you? Slap the lady. You're like, you should be ashamed, and just walk out the door.
Yes. Like, the hell are you selling people? Moldy grass clippings?
you pull up there and you see them in like in the driveway or whatever in the out front with like just grass clippings in a car, just piling it into the brewer, and you're like, ah,
I know it.
and
I do not taste mango at all. There is nothing remotely mango about that. Whatever they did to the mangoes, they left nothing behind.
Mango is not a beer flavor I would want.
Yes, but it's a pleasant flavor. This is not pleasant.
Cherry, orange, not mango. And even orange is like,
I think they put some of the tree in it. I think they were grinding up the mangoes and they just put the whole tree in. No, when you come to visit, you have to drink this. You have to finish it for me. Like right
you
now.
leave it on the counter.
I don't like wasting. I'm trying to finish it, but my goodness. You bring me?
Mine's pretty good.
You know, that's a lemonade.
Here's my raspberry lemonade.
They're delicious.
I like vodka with real lemon juice and natural flavors. So this means that they threw it all together. Actually, the one I've been really annoyed with lately. So I like going thrifting, and there is a thrift store. It's Unique and Savers. They're both owned by the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And it says on there, donate to a nonprofit. But they're not. They are a for-profit thrift store. Their after-profit money goes to a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So they put on there, your donations go to a nonprofit.
Mm.
But they're skipping their profit step that's in the middle.
Yeah.
And if you look online, it says they are for profit. And it says on there, like, our partner, our nonprofit partner. That does not mean you're giving to a nonprofit. And that frustrates me so much that they're using the language to take advantage of people. Of like, I'm giving to a nonprofit. No, you're not. You are giving yourself the money, or you're giving your stuff to a profit company that then is giving whatever is left over to a nonprofit. Their prices are notoriously 50 to 80, maybe even well above that, higher than any other thrift store. It is like they have the same price as Half Price Books, which is a for-profit where they buy things from you to sell, and they're selling it for the same, but they're getting it for free. And then whatever is a little extra tossed to the nonprofit. It's so, I hate them so much. I don't buy stuff from there very often. I don't know why so many people go there. Go to like someplace that actually supports nonprofits fully.
You talking about Unique or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unique and Savers are the same company. And there's like 4 in the Minneapolis area.
I did find that really good find at Unique though.
Every now and then you can get lucky, but they Google things and they're like, how much does it cost new? Sell it for that.
Yeah. I don't think they Googled what I found.
Like they had a third-party N64 controller. They were selling for a couple dollars more than new because they saw it and they're like, oh, retro something something. It didn't look up the company or anything, and then decided to sell it for literally more than brand new. Why would I buy it? Oh, somebody eventually will. And then they're just taking advantage of people. God, I hate that. There are a lot of loopholes with nonprofit organizations. But the thing is, they're not a nonprofit.
No, they're
just using the wording to make it sound like they're nonprofit, but they are very much not, and they are public about it where they are forced to be public about it. It's just when they put on the front, donations go to nonprofits, is because your donations in part, small amount, go to a nonprofit, but not in full. So they're making it sound like it is. The one that's I really like going to, they are 100% where all their money goes to helping people with handicap get jobs. And all of their stuff is about 30% cheaper than any of those locations. Goodwill is cheaper.
It's funny what you can do when the motivation isn't profit, but rather
yes, and people just want to do good things,
people's lives better.
Yeah, every time I walk into that place, I see that, and I've seen so many times where there's things in there. I'm like, oh, that'd be nifty, and then I look at the price. I'm like, and I Google it, and I'm like, I could buy that new, but somebody buys it. Somebody buys it thinking it's a deal because it's at a thrift store, but it's barely a thrift store. I don't even think they should be able to call themselves thrift if it's not I mean, I guess you can call it thrift if it's for profit, but it shouldn't be like in that. They got to have some language control on that. I hate that so much. I only still go there because they're on my way home. I would, but if I have to drive a block out of my way to go there, I would never do it.
The thing is, they do, even if they're for profit, they provide a service for getting rid of stuff you can't get rid of otherwise without sending it to the dump.
There's another one 3 blocks away.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. Yeah. There is so many other options to go to. I can understand that one's on a bus route.
Yeah.
But again, who's going to be bringing all their thrift to donate on a bus route? Especially since, as far as I'm aware, they don't take it if you don't have a car because you have to actually pull up in the back. So you have to like walk around the building. I don't know.
Will say the one thing I do like about Unique though is they have somebody who works at that store that organizes all the ponies in the one spot all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, that and they have a full-time security guard to watch the front door. They are pairing somebody 24/7 to make sure that they don't take anything because that's their profit.
Yeah.
The other one I go to, actually other one, I've never seen a security guard. That one, constant, same person there all day, every day. Probably being paid minimum wage to be security and he's probably not even really doing anything because like you're technically by law can't actually stop somebody that's thrifting or shoplifting until they fully exited the store. But even at that case, then you touching them could be, because you're not a police officer, considered assault. So like you only can record that they are shoplifting. You can't actually stop them.
Well,
no, because if you grab somebody and you touch them, that's assault, even if they're shoplifting.
I think they're like, if they come back and you know that they shoplifted before at that
and you
point,
have proof and you can call the cops.
You call the cops.
Yes, then you can get somebody else involved, but you can't stop them yourself because you do not have the authority.
Yeah.
If you go and like tase somebody for shoplifting, you're basically like being judge and jury.
Well, you're just a citizen who's now assaulting another citizen, and you might feel you have probable cause, but you're still the aggressor. As far as violence
that
is
person
concerned.
Could potentially go to jail or be fined for shoplifting, and you will be sued for assault.
Yeah.
So you got them, but it's not worth it.
Not worth it.
No, the best idea if something like that happens is, for one, you need proof. You can't just say they shoplifted and then they left and without any actual physical proof, like there's nothing. But if you have video proof of somebody doing something and you were to like follow them, you could call the cops, ensure you know where they are, and then call them to come in. But yeah, otherwise don't. It's so stupid. Let's go.
Yes, go. Why all the derpies? Thank you for summoning derpies.
The derpies. They have 2 derpy sandwiches. Thank you for the sub. And that is the. Is there a name for that face? I don't know if there's a name for the face.
That's the scope face.
The scope face. Okay.
The scowl. The scope.
I thought you actually the was in there because that makes sense. The scowl.
Scope. You guys don't know this about Scope, but he's actually a happy-go-lucky guy, and every time I've seen him, he's just been giggles a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he likes to I believe he does do the horse hair, like combs it.
Yeah,
a lot. And you can hear him when he's on Discord. He's just combing
the hair and giggling to himself.
Yeah, and he's he likes weird things.
He likes ponies.
And they're both security detective and bounty hunter training. That's the security at my work is the only security I know of that is security and has guns. They are like security plus, but is the nature of work.
Well,
but
if you have like a license, then you can like basically be like.
Well, that they are required to for our work to have that, and I believe that they have the right to use it too. That's why they're not police, but they're also advanced. They have security with them.
They're not just a guy who calls himself security. They're probably through a company that has, or they're through your company, and they have the licensing. They have the proper training. They have
they definitely
paperwork.
But they're just big nerds anyway. So
Some dude at like Walmart who is security doesn't have those things. He can take your
yeah,
face
it's called
down.
armed security. Yeah, essentially. We hope they never have to use it.
Well, I'm sure they hope that too. Like, if they're mentally sound, I have to imagine they hope they never have to use it. I worry about some people, but you would hope.
No, our security's is
Professional.
well, we have like between the other building and this building, we have a lot of security. But I only know the three guards.
Yeah.
At the main entrance. There's a secondary entrance, and then there's the other building. And I've seen some of them, and I went to the other ones, but I don't deal with them very much.
Well, at my previous
And
job,
they always do 2 security too.
we had one security guard who he worked through a legitimate security company. And he was hired by the building, but we called him Barney 5 because no matter what happened, even if it was the smallest infraction, he would be all over it. Like,
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking
where
about.
he was just above and like he would just like every situation was basically a murder scene. Like somebody would slip in the hallway and suddenly he'd be like, everybody get clear. It's
Armed
like,
security.
oh, calm down.
Armed security does not give them the right to use it. Again, the same rights as any other citizen, but some companies will give them legal lawyer backing and tell them to shoot if there's a clear threat. Well, they have it for us because the nature of the business requires that there is armed security because it's defense.
Yes.
So,
Government is involved at that point.
so they're required to have that because there is the potential of whatever. So, they have that, but
it's private security with the backing of the government. It's,
yes, there is federal contracts that are
Yes.
probably involved and stuff too. They would be if something were to happen and that escalated, they would be fine.
they're essentially a private police force, which walks a gray line because those aren't supposed to exist.
No, they're
but,
super nerdy. Like they are super chill guys.
yeah.
And they're just kind of chilling most of the day, but they do have a lot of visitors come in. They have to do full check-ins, check-outs. They have to cover cameras on phones, so they have to do a full check-in process. Like we had an auditor that came in, and when you come in and you have a phone, I don't have to, but any visitor that comes in, they put a certain type of sticker, a numbered piece of tape across your phone lens that covers the lens, and then it's put in the book that that specific phone was under that numbered one. And when they go to leave, it's required that the security guard has to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one auditor went to go and try to take it off. The guy's like, "Oh, if you take it off, it's a problem." Because if he takes it off, then he can't verify that it was actually still adhered. So he's like, if that would have been a thing, we would have had to get your phone and verify that there was no anything in it. Like you would have had to do a full scan of everything on it. So they're like, So yeah, they have like a lot of crap they have to do. I don't have to worry about that for my phone, but anybody else.
If I ever
coming
go back
does.
into that building, I'll know to clear my phone first. Case.
No, it's only if you're. So if you come in for like an interview and stuff,
Yeah.
that is a little different because you're controlled on where you go. The auditors will go into all the others, like into very sensitive areas. So in that case,
Yeah.
they need to have stuff covered because you never know. Because they were going to be given potentially larger access. If you're going for an interview, you're more likely going to an office. You're always going to have an escort, that type of thing. It's like when the auditor needs to use a restroom and they're like, okay, who wants to take the auditor to the restroom?
Fun.
So you have to go stand outside the door and wait. So
Yeah, a nice. I think we need to file a class action lawsuit against Argadamon for the song.
Agadamon? What? Agadamon? What have you seen that a little weird?
Agadamon.
Agadamon.
Agadin, get him. For sticking the poop mattress song in our heads.
Mattress,
Poop mattress,
poop
poop mattress.
mattress. Poop mattress flying through the sky. No, wait.
Oh,
There you go.
no. I can see Scope smile from here. See, Sunset was traumatized by your poop mattress song.
Good. Oh, I haven't even played the normal music.
Can the mattress be raining poop
Has that been
from
paused?
beneath it? What if like little like turds were falling out of the poop mattress? But the mattress
Never
itself
gone.
was
It's like
pooping.
it's been silent because we've been talking.
Can the mattress itself be dropping poops?
That at that point is probably more poop than mattress.
Yeah.
It would just be poop.
It's a magical poop mattress.
It would just let's just change the song and be poop.
It's just like raining poop from beneath it.
No,
Onto the ponies below.
no, this is we're escalating.
You can get
no.
some Hershey kisses to fall.
Oh no, no poop kisses.
Chocolate rain, you guys. Yeah, see? Scope's on it.
Chocolate rain.
That's what they were talking about.
Wonder what was it Ty Zonda? Why do I remember that? Like, what is he up to?
Nothing. He did a My Little Pony
Yes,
cover.
I know he did
years
that
back,
one.
And then that was the last anybody heard of it.
It was like, wow, I have a deep voice. Okay, that's all you have. But that was also like early internet where
yes.
just kind of random crap worked. I don't think it'd work anymore.
If you had a decent digital camera and could upload a video to the internet, you could be a star. That's all it took. It was Star Wars Kid. It was Nooba Guy.
Well, it was more of things could explode. Now things still go viral, but they go viral and then disappear like that.
Yeah.
Because they're just overridden by something else. It's
Ron
really
Guy.
rare for something to actually like become viral like in the old days where it would just suddenly get like 10 million views in such a little time, because back then there was just not much to look at. But now it's like you see the cool thing, you're like, haha, and then you're done and you go on to the next thing.
And you swipe.
Yeah.
And then it's in 100 other things. That Ryan guy did a bit on that where somebody finished all of like Tumblr or something. Like no, you've seen it all. You've swiped every image, all of it. Yeah, you're done. It's like, I'm actually here to ask you how it went. And in the end, he's just like, go outside. Go outside.
Well, like it's impossible to ever it's impossible for any human being to ever watch all of YouTube, because more is uploaded in any minute than you could watch.
Yes.
Even if you were to have like 10 screens going at once, it would be impossible, even at double speed.
I kind of miss the days of E-Bomb's World where you just watched End the World 50 times, because that was one of the 5 videos that were good. But I'm lay tired. French guy.
That was back when I didn't really do PC anything though.
Yeah.
I never got into the E-Bombs world. I got a little bit into like Homestar Runner and stuff. But that was kind of the most I really did.
Like how Jay used to be a moderator for what's that other website, Newground? Used to be like one of the people who helped run the site. And he got to meet one of the Game Grumps because of that. He told me a story.
All about how
Life got flipped turned upside down.
wow. No.
You notice that cute horse in that stink?
Well, if she didn't eat beans for the last like 4 days,
Well,
maybe
I
she'd be
mean,
fine.
that can happen sometimes when you make enough beans.
Enough? If you have enough beans, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Apparently, you had too many beans.
Poop mattress, poop mattress, poop mattress, flying through the sky. I feel like there needs to be like a fart noise in that song somewhere.
No, the idea is to make it like where it just sounds like a cute kid song that has like weird implications with a disturbed horse, but then that's it. Because if you start doing all the other stuff, then you're adding so much other stupid stuff that it takes away from the parts that you're trying to make serious.
But yeah, you just get the poop googly eyes. Or you give the mattress googly eyes. Everything's better with googly eyes. That's a life fact. Oh, you remember the box of mushrooms I ate earlier? Yeah, I went to the store and got a box of mushrooms. And just chowed down. It was like a pound of mushrooms. I just ate those. Because I just wanted mushrooms. Then I microwaved them to make them hot. And then one of my coworkers was like, now the whole back room smells like mud. I'm like, no, it smells like mushroom. He doesn't like mushroom.
Ooh.
No, I microwaved the mushrooms.
Why did you just buy mushrooms?
Eat them. Why else would you buy mushrooms?
Could you have got like variety?
After eating a pound of mushrooms, I didn't want to eat anything else.
I love like, did you eat raw mushrooms?
Button mushrooms.
No, I microwaved them.
I bought them frozen, so I had to microwave them.
Why didn't you just buy fresh?
I didn't. I got those ones. You know, you have to ask a lot of questions.
Yes, because you say things that make me question you.
They were good. They were hot and they were steamy. And they were mushrooms. I like mushrooms.
I mean, mushrooms are fine, but I'm not thinking, you know what? I'm at the grocery store. I'm going to pick up a good old couple pounds of mushrooms for lunch.
They were button mushrooms, scope. Frozen portobellos would have been weird. No, I mostly went to the store because we ran out of like sugar for coffee. I felt like it was
Oh, did you pick some up?
I picked some up for the coffee for the office because
Oh, wait, what about our office?
what about your office?
We were out of creamer.
Well, go get your own.
I thought that's what
creamer.
you meant.
No, I feel like management decided they didn't want to buy sugar for coffee anymore because they didn't use it, so they weren't going to buy it for anyone else. So I made a point to buy it, and for everyone, because they were doing a stupid like thing. Quiet rebellions. But while I was there, I got a pound of mushrooms.
Oh, Michael. Okay.
And she's having so much fun. Look at all the fun she's having.
Poop mattress.
You're gonna have her sniff like the mattress or her roof or something at some
No
point.
way.
Just, I like her looking at the camera at the end. She's like, please help.
I can have her mouth.
Yes,
me.
please have her say help me. Like just looking at the audience, like, please help me. Make it clear she's in distress. Now, mushrooms and steak, we were talking about that, I think, recently. That's just a good combo.
Oh, yeah. Sauteed mushrooms and onions on top of a steak with like a little bit of gravy.
Yeah.
If it's a good
Yeah.
steak, you probably don't need it. But the point of the gravy is to just add it's the same reason you like you put oil on a sub. It's you're juicing everything up and just making it slide down easier, keeping it from being dry.
Gotta lubricate that sub.
Load up a separate
Yeah, that's poop.
one here.
That's Lyra. Take her to house. I'll smooch. So I asked at the start of the stream, but here we are at the end of the stream, tell me how all your days went. Especially Scope, because I imagine Scope frolicking through a field of
Well,
flowers.
he loves frolicking. He says it all the time.
Yeah, through a field of flowers like he normally does.
Yeah, it was daily frolic.
His daily frolic.
What's after he goes to the orphanage? He has to go and he handshakes all the kids.
He shakes them, especially the babies.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The babies need the shaking. It's how they get their brain started.
He microwaved mushrooms, that's for sure. Well, you're missing out. Two matches flew through the sky today. And it did. Man, I need like 2 weeks. I need a sabbatical. I'm pushing 40. I think I'm due for one. Remember when people could like maintain a livelihood and not have to work themselves to death?
No. That existed?
There are tales.
Harder.
What is something that you absolutely cannot put in the microwave and have it be good? Like something you would heat up in a different method, but not a microwave.
Ice.
Why would you heat up ice?
That's what you're asking.
Well, no, I'm saying you would heat it up a different method and it would be good, but
Frozen pizza.
Really, because I've done that.
It wouldn't be as good. It would be kind of
as
bad.
good, but it's fine. Even make little trays to do just that. The microwave can be used for.
Microwave uses water, so it's what's something that is immensely dry and has very little water that you would want to heat it up.
Chestnuts?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
Because if they're so dry, they never really heat
they
up.
would probably explode in the microwave.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd want to heat them up anyway. I mean, chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Chestnuts on an open fire. Banana? Why would you heat up a banana? Unless you're making pudding.
Yeah, why would you put a banana on the oven? Like, I can understand, like...
Ooh, banana nut bread. You would think you can't bake a cake in the oven or microwave, but I proved that wrong just recently. Adam ate the crap out of that cake. Nothing was better in that moment than me just showing up with a small cake and his like brain trying to piece together where that came from. It was magical. It was actually a pretty decent cake too. He said it tastes like fish. It did not taste like
It tasted fishy to me.
There was nothing fish
I'm not saying
in it.
Yeah, I didn't say it had fish in it. I'm saying it tasted fishy.
Yeah, but that was in your brain though. You didn't trust the cake, and your brain's like, something must be wrong with this cake.
Yes.
So
You
your
made
brain made it fishy. It's like the swordfish. His brain made that fishy too, and it was not fish. It wasn't even remotely fishy.
No, it tasted really fishy. I did not like it.
No,
And some people enjoy that, but
Very
apparently you're just
fish.
saying whatever your taste buds are or what the world should be.
I'm thinking
no.
you just got messed up fish brain. Everything's all fish. It's all fish now.
There, does that work?
Yes. I love it. Did you watch?
The horse asking for help. I love it. Are you going to help her? No.
They were frozen, Scope. They were pre-washed. I didn't need to wash them again.
He's just watching out for your safety because he's a very considerate individual.
He is.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad. Thank you very much, Scope, for watching out for Michael's health.
Frozen mushrooms equal disgusting. They were quite good. I ate so many of them. A pound of mushrooms is a lot of mushroom. There were no parasites in my mushrooms, and if there were, they died because I microwaved the heck out of them.
Why were they like? Your type of person should feel like a fart. Oh, it's so sweet. You say the nicest things.
It is. Compliments. Lovely.
Okay, so we'll delete this layer. Yeah, no, Michael.
Help me.
I can have her like move better with it.
It's worse.
Yeah, I want to do it with the music though.
You see that? Scope just agreed to give our eulogies when we pass. That's a friend.
Flying through the sky. No way.
That he will end us, and that's how you end someone. A kind word at their funeral.
I will end you. Yes. Well, I mean, it's good to know because like there's many things that could take me, but being taken by a friend, that's good to know. That's good to know. Like it could be cancer, it could be a car, unless you're driving it.
That's gonna be when Adam's driving. That's how we'll all die.
Is Adam driving?
Adam driving.
Yeah, actually, the percentage is high enough. Yes.
You like the big derp.
All right. Well, so I want to make sure you guys all like have this song in your head.
Poop mattress. Poop mattress. Poop mattress flying through the sky. No way.
I need to remove that little bit where they say something because it's all the time that she opens her mouth, and I don't want
you
people
just
getting confused.
Cover it up with the fart noise.
I don't think I'd be able to load it fast enough.
Well, big.
Is there a fart noise?
I don't know.
I don't know if I don't. Maybe
It's
just
your-
yeah.
Aw.
There might be a fart, but it's deep.
Buried.
It's a deep fart. Okay. Let's see.
Hey, this is coming together.
I hate that I have more viewers right now than I normally have just for Poop Mattress.
What mattress? It's either that or smooching, or they can smooch on the poop mattress. I think that's gold. Making out on
Is that your thing?
poop mattress. Yeah.
Wait, do we want to do like an 80s like hairband Poop Mattress making out song?
Yeah, and then we do that as a follow-up.
Yeah.
Be a running gag.
Anyways, where are we sending you guys?
You gotta type in pony.
Pony. Passionate about ponies.
Oh, I like that one.
They got pony. Oh, Minsox is on. Just started.
They're not passionate about ponies.
Literally, I would say they were very prompt. They probably started at 4 minutes
They're
ago. So
not passionate.
passionate about ponies, maybe, but Minsox is great. She's really nice.
They're not.
That's these type of
Hell
streams.
yeah.
Like I don't understand these as much, but I guess it is just a version of it, just chatting with something
That's
that
the
you're
kind
doing.
of stuff Adam would absolutely watch.
Yeah, he just watched he just plays audio of somebody like opening up card packs. Like not even watching it.
Yeah.
But there's there's a
Minecraft.
horse.
His horse.
They're playing like creative mode, I guess, because they're definitely flying. Sand.
They're just placing
Okay.
sand.
Okay, but we can head over there because this horse and Michael were quiet. Look at it; they're super excited too.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Um,
No, Scootaloo. That's not your cookie. Put that back.
she's got the cookie.
I'm gonna leave with that.
But yeah, we'll be back on Fridays. See if we can. We should be able to very much finish this up now. We're getting the particle effect and the Michael take over. We're going to take a little bit today, and but also I get distracted. So, and then we got to try to come up with another anthology idea because I kind of want to have it where between now and probably September, I want to focus on anything I'm working on is anthology focused.
So there's still time for me to come up with a different idea that you might like. What I'm hearing. Because you didn't like my dolphin idea.
Nope. Thank you to Charles Butterfly 2416 and Onyx Galeria for the follow, and also Onyx for the raid. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Thank you very much. Thank you to Scope for being such a beautiful individual.
Yes.
And such a kind person for the resub.
Wonderful
And also to
friend.
Silver for the resub as well. She's also pretty nice.
Yeah, she's okay.
P
She's no
mattress.
Scope.
No, I don't think I want to do like poop mattress being a recurring joke in the stream. I think one's enough. Frick you. Oh, look at that.
See, he even censored himself.
Yeah,
How kind.
yeah. He's caring of all those orphans.
He is the Ned Flanders of our group.
But yes, we'll see you all later on Friday. Have a good week and talk to you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.